Hello and welcome back to High Five Gaming's Blood and Electroplasm, Episode 6. We're a collaborative group of gamers, LARPers, storytellers that have come together to share our adventures with you. My name is Scott Olyarchek and I'll be the game master for these adventures. The session may contain some swearing, some bits of violence.
Ultra-violence.
Some topics that are otherwise ill-suited for those tiny ears, so viewer discretion is highly advised. Just a small recap of our previous episode. The Moonless Knight acquired the hidden documents the late Lord Strangford had spoke of with his dying breath. Their belief in their dark patron was also put to the test until their final show of faith. The culmination of tensions, seeing their own cards up on the altar and following through on their act of contrition, or morbid curiosity for some. They were blessed by their patron in ways that were seen and unseen alike. Now, with that, let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. All your eyes open up after stabbing yourself, shooting yourselves. And you see the familiar sight of Lord Skurlock on the edge of his seat. Excited. Probably the most alive he's felt in centuries.
I still came to look at you. So,
But any afflictions that you were self-inflicted are gone.
that's neat. Did you do that? Can you look at me? Do I look weird?
You always look weird.
Oh, well, fuck you.
No, that was not me. That was exciting. Do it again.
No, thank you.
I don't think I'm going to push my luck a second time.
Someone else got another bullet.
Should someone check the cards?
Check the what?
The cards.
I don't have them.
Last I remember, those cards were actually out, and they were some were in your hands, some were in yours.
I'm pretty sure I gave them all to Lorelei before
Yeah.
I shot myself.
So
Okay.
what we got?
So
All
check the
of
cards.
the cards, regardless of whether they went through with the show of faith, have all became opaque and obsidian looking.
So even Aria's and the
Tower.
towers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm a holographic. Collect me.
Too late.
Yeah, I don't recommend that you try that again.
What if we shoot the card?
You know what? If you shoot a card, shoot your own card.
Do it. Like little bunny food going on.
Alright, let's just... Okay.
I think for now, not.
4.
You're gonna shoot your card.
Yeah,
Like when it's in my hands.
Yes.
Oh, no.
It's a 4. I have succeeded.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, actually, I get 2 dice. 4.
Cool thing, it's still not. It's just a straight up luck score or a luck roll. So, I mean, yeah, you shoot it, and were you aiming for a specific card? So,
Fine.
Can you tell which card that is from the back?
so which card were you holding up?
I was kind of fanning them all. Like,
Well, there's
You want to roll a d6?
there are 6 cards.
Somebody roll a d6. I don't like my odds.
Mm.
I really don't like my odds.
Alright, give me a numbers, guys.
All right, hold on. Let's see. We got
5 cards.
5. 1, 2.
you got 2.
Right?
She's got 2.
No. She
No.
only had 5 cards because it was
Lorelei's
before
name never
Lorelei
came up.
joined
Oh,
the
that's
group.
right.
no,
But yeah, she did. She started with a
I'm
card
not.
showing.
Yeah, but my card's not in
No,
there.
Lorelei
yeah,
is not one
so-
of the cult
Okay, so it's
cards.
1 out of 5.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So let's say 6 misses.
Yes, 6 just whiz right
Well,
past.
Well, there'd be the
Well, it
4.
was 6. 6 is all of them.
Oh man.
There would be the 4, right? Why is there
No,
6?
5.
No, there'd be 5
5.
because the tower
I have
and
two.
the hierarchy.
Oh, the
tyrant.
Okay,
Yeah.
the tyrant. Yeah, yeah.
And it was before Lorelei joined, so...
Yep, there'd be 5.
Yeah, there'd be 5 of them.
So 6 is a no-go.
Hold on. Which one? I got Tower, Prophet, Beggar, Hierophant, and Justice.
Yep.
Justice, yeah.
Oh man,
Oh,
we're
God.
screwed.
Yeah, if you roll a 6, they all shatter.
versus a specific one.
versus a specific
Yeah.
one.
Versus shooting only one.
Flashback. The gun is a blank.
What kind of stress does that take?
3.
3?
I thought the flashbacks were only the 2.
No, it depends on
It depends.
It depends on the severity of the flashback.
Okay.
Though what gets me is why would you
Have a
bring
blank.
why would you carry a pistol with a blank in it?
Fuck with some.
You know, yeah, you're not. You're the kind of yeah. Too stressed.
Okay. Red marker. Right, there it is. Did I get you?
So I'm like, yo, what the?
Wow. Wow.
What?
If you shoot at
What
me
the
again,
fuck
you're
was
gonna
that?
regret it.
It was a blank.
Why do you have like?
Why do
never
you think
mind.
it was funny?
Never mind. I don't
I have
even
a
know
very-
why you do.
For all
anything.
you know, that could have killed you. Could have killed her.
I'm gonna go with it, but it didn't.
That will not save you forever.
Yep.
So
Here, hold this. No more pistols.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
probably.
hey, I have a second one.
Yeah, thank you.
Typical trope. Pulling out of the back of the pants, too. Just keep pulling out more and more weapons.
No, just as a second pistol.
Okay. Checking.
And in your coat,
I'm taking off my coat.
do you have any guns in your coat?
No, just
Okay.
I do have, but nothing working.
well, now that you've brought me some excitement, what else?
I mean, what now?
I'm building things, I suppose. I know what I'm doing.
Well then, go do it.
Is there something else that we need to do? I mean,
For me, no. You promised your crazy
yep. We'll make
electro field displacement things.
the distortion.
Yes, those.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
But unless there's anything more required of me that you need,
Money.
already paid.
We've already got that.
Oh, I thought I'd get more. Alright. Then I guess we're good. I mean, you guys need anything?
Next time you shoot at me, you better make your mark.
Pretty certain I don't want to shoot at you again.
Thank you.
Or if you do, make sure that you're not using blanks.
That's what I'm saying.
How about you just don't aim a gun at people that you shouldn't aim a gun at anymore?
Right.
Because I know I wouldn't appreciate it either.
I have an idea. I will ask you first.
Thanks.
There we go.
Enjoying yourself, Skurlock?
And
We'll be in touch.
Very well.
And we'll leave the
The manor.
manor. Yeah.
to the garage. I drive.
You always drive. Nobody else wants to drive.
Coconuts.
Coconuts on the table.
All right. Well, you all head back to the lair. I assume.
You assume correctly.
Okay. Well, what is your next order of business then?
Someone please check the cards. Wait, no, we have things to do.
You have things
You
to
have
do.
things to do.
As a group, we have things to do. I
Such
don't think we should go
as?
killing right away. I think we need to work on this reputation. Build our status.
Uh-huh.
Get some more territory.
Oh. So, who do we want to take land from?
Who are we friends with? And who are their enemies?
We are in good with the blue coats and the gray cloaks. And that's about it.
I like
where
this job.
are we with the church and the circle of...
Oh, excuse me, we're also on good terms with the reconciled. As for the church, we are not doing well. It's a -2.
It should be a -1 for both of them.
Oh, that's right. When you went to jail,
Yes.
the after the addition of the experience, doing the additional dice roll for acquiring jail.
Okay, so for which two? I
The
apologize.
circle of flame
Yes.
Yes.
and the church of ecstasy should be -1.
Okay.
So the only
-2.
group that we are very bad with is
Red sashes.
Red Sashes. Where are they?
-1.
Compare. I
No.
thought we
We're
were
red
Oh,
neg
-2 is
two.
Red Sashes too?
We're -2 with
Okay.
him.
Yeah. But they're the only ones that were -2.
What about
Yes.
the town hall people?
Like -1 or 2.
Probably -1 from killing the judge.
Yeah.
Right.
Where are they as a gang?
Like location, where are they located?
What are
Oh,
they
tier.
level-wise? Tier-wise?
Tier.
They
Red
are
Sashes?
a little bit bigger than you guys, and they have a tower in Crowsfoot, I believe.
I did finish that cannon, right?
Huh?
I finished the cannon, right?
Yes, you did.
Yes. Yes. Fuck your towers. We've got C4 in cannon.
Oh dear.
We can
Yes.
do it quietly if you want. But
And
I
what
figure,
tier are they?
They are tier 2.
is a tower something we can use, or is that something we want to
Strong or weak?
No, their HQ is not a tower. I was thinking of, I think the Crows themselves. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh.
And they're another gang that's in Crowsfoot. So no, the Red Sashes. What was your question, Kerwin?
What is their tier level? Strong, weak, 2?
They are tier 2 weak. And you guys are tier 1 strong?
Yep.
Yes.
What do you guys want to do?
So, going to war with them would affect them a lot more than you going to war with them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Us choosing to initiate.
It's going to hurt them.
It's going to hurt them
than-
more than it hurts you.
Yes, because it's going to make them it's going
Tier
to drop
one
them down to a
strong.
strong tier 1 and put them at our level.
Hold up.
We're tier 1 strong.
Yep.
When we go to war with them, they drop down to a tier 1 strong from a tier 2 weak.
So we can
This is
just
the way
opt
that
to go to war with
works.
it.
You
We can cause
Well,
enough
you-
trouble that it causes war.
okay? What can happen is like you guys going to go acquire turf, whether it's actual like turf or a claim, that will cause the reputation that you have, the faction status with them to drop further going to war.
Okay.
Unless you want to just go wipe them out before even going to war.
Do we want to just do that?
But they're
that's
still
an
a tier
option.
2 weak at that point. If you go to war, it makes them drop.
I feel like I don't know that we would be looking for turf, right? Where assassins not.
Not necessarily looking for turf, but looking for...
Well, the problem is some of the claims that you want to go for maybe are behind turf.
Yeah.
Right. So we have
So
to
in
move
order
through
to
those
get
first.
a shot at going for a claim, you need to clear
Yeah.
them out to
I see.
get turf.
Yep.
Do we?
So it'd be mostly
Yes.
Yes.
acquiring the turf out of necessity,
Yeah,
not
infirmary.
because you need it.
5 dice to heal you guys.
Those were the same thing.
I mean,
Not because we
not
actually
because
want
you want
it,
it, because you
Yeah.
need it.
because we
Yeah.
have to go through that step.
Yeah.
So story-wise, how's that work?
However, which way you guys want to spin it, because if you go and acquire turf, that's something literally, just not to use pop culture stuff, but like the Warriors, like come out and play, and then you can have a brawl in the street for the turf. It can be something as simple as that. Yeah, or go all Justin
That's-
Sharks here.
Are any of
That's a little
those
older.
Yeah.
are any of them
See, I missed the
operating as assassins guilds?
Any other groups?
Ooh, we want to take a competition.
Because it might
There-
make sense that we
This is true.
take out the competition, as it were.
for actual assassins. No, a lot of the groups in here are like mercenaries, or almost just like conglomerates of like for knowledge and stuff, and like collecting artifacts. Actual assassins, the closest you probably get to that might be. The closest you'll get to that is the Wraiths, but they're more into being thieves and spies, not
Which we
necessarily
have
assassins.
we
no,
have no
active standing with them.
Yeah.
So, like, they're the closest thing. Just because they have a similar skill set, but they don't necessarily do it for killing. But that being said, if they were good assassins, would you have heard about them in the first place?
Well, apparently everyone's heard of us. So,
Now that we're good, we're capable.
I wouldn't push it that far.
no, it's pretty much implying that we're not good at our jobs.
No. We're
You just are a lot more vocal
yeah.
about the things you
We're
do.
boisterous assassins. Come check us out.
Because that makes it better.
Kind of defeats the purpose of an assassin.
Like,
Oh,
no,
look at
the
me.
point of an
I'm a
assassin is to
ninja.
kill people.
Fight me.
So,
That could be.
So
well, because that being said, in the cycle of gameplay, you guys are still in free play, so you guys haven't actually done a score or anything yet. So it could be something as simple as doing a score. You guys get your downtime or whatever else to continue on, maybe doing some research on long-term projects to find things out. If you know what I mean.
Alright. Can't we just go... Wait, what do we want to do? Do we want to start a fight?
Depends on what we
we-
actually
do we
want to
want-
do. What do we want to
Do we
accomplish?
need turf? Do we want to do that? What are we looking to acquire if we get turf? Where are we going with it?
Well, we already have infirmary, so we don't need to go that way.
And that was acquired via a long-term project.
Yep.
Right.
Building one. And
But otherwise,
Long term.
after turf, our options are like Vice Den. It's tier roll minus heat equals coin for downtime. Or from turf, we can go to informants, which is +1 die, gather info for scores.
Always a great
Or
idea.
cover operation, which is -2 heat per score.
Now that we have a spider.
Otherwise, if we don't want to go turf, we have fixer, which is +2 coin for lower class targets, or envoy, which is +2 coin for higher class targets.
Like envoy.
Which we tend to be going after at this
We
point.
tend to go after higher
I-
targets.
suggest that we take on the Church of Ecstasy. Their abomination.
They're way stronger than
They
us.
would destroy us unequivocally.
Have you
They're
not-
minimally like a tier 3 or something.
I forget. You,
Or-
Or
Are they? Okay.
you have not been the list on.
the only this is true. The only group that is bigger than the church is the actual government itself.
Oh, okay.
Fuck it, let's take on the government.
Right.
Done.
at some point,
You know, there's 6 of us. We can take the governor.
Sorry.
So,
well,
Hey
like I
guys,
said,
we're based in Michigan.
We're not going to beat the Black Ravens, so.
Yeah, no, we're not kicking Black Raven's teeth in. That's not a good idea.
Oh, is that who's the governor?
no.
No, the Black Ravens will get to the government before we do.
Oh, very good.
they will be the government. So,
That's
all right.
Emperor's goal.
So like I said, the current things on the table that I think of that would be applicable for scores are maybe trying to find things for the electroplasm distortion doohickeys,
Imagine the fuckery.
or spreading your guys' influence in the form of scores.
I feel like we're stuck.
Um,
I feel like we don't really know what to do with ourselves
let's
right now.
do the envoy. Let's go that path. Because I mean, all of our targets are usually higher anyway, so why not?
If you need something for what you've got planned, I'm
Yeah, maybe we
inclined to
should
help
go
you.
for that.
Okay, then we're gonna need a lot of metal, so it means probably like raiding a shipyard.
Oh boy.
I'm very
Which is
intrigued
gonna be
about
great because
this
that's what I'm
project.
setting up. Because he wants the docks affected. I only need 3 towers.
So
it's
maybe
gonna
not
be
raiding the shipyards in the docks area where you're going to need to be able to set up.
That's a great idea. So
So-
where do you get a lot of metal? It's not like we can tear down the fence. Can we tear down the fence?
Are there
How much
like
metal do you
mining?
need?
About 40 feet.
Like, are there mining operations around here?
Like, yeah, anything
Are there
that would.
foundries?
Foundry.
Oh yeah, there's
factory.
definitely foundries.
Those
So-
are the places.
Can we acquire a foundry?
Can we acquire a foundry?
That would be a lot simpler than stealing if we could just.
That would be
That
a
would
good
be a
turf
good
to great.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'd put that with turf.
Who's got a foundry? Please say the Red Scarf.
Okay, or
Let's take it from them.
well, they
Well,
could.
then-
You know what? Sure. And what it can mechanically do is it can give you like the acquiring assets one on there, specifically towards anything regarding like things made out of metal.
Love it.
Because they're just being straight turf. Maybe a claim that's just extra.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what you guys want to do.
I'm in.
And either way, regardless if it was turf or not, like it's still gonna have the same effect on the status with the red sashes.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna go raid and clean house of the red sashes in their foundry.
I think before we do that, I'm going to go visit my information broker
Okay.
and see about if they have one or if there's another lower tier gang that has a foundry that we could acquire, possibly through purchase, and if not, through literally throwing them out.
All right. Salia, right?
Saw that, yes.
I mean, you find her in the usual hangout and the usual pleasantries. This one's not going to be free.
I have money. Unless, you feel luckier this time.
No, we'll find out. So, how are you getting this information from Sally? Are you just smoozing her being friendly, or
Smooth and being friendly,
Yeah.
speaking, business.
okay?
And it's we'd like to do this as legitimately as possible because it's cleaner
Okay.
and requires less dealing with it after the fact.
Gotcha. All right.
6.
Right. All right. So, Sally reminds you that although that the Red Sashes may be a bigger group than you, the entire group's not going to be there. So, taking the foundry from them, you're not going to face the full wrath of the Red Sashes there. As for other groups that have other foundries, there might be a couple lying around, but compared to this one, they're all crap.
Oh. That's
As for legitimately doing this, get the paperwork, shove it in their faces. They can either honor it or not.
To the city council.
Doesn't have to be real, but when the bluecoats come calling, if you got the paperwork, it at least backs you up on them.
and we do have a at least non-contentious relationship with Bluecoats currently.
And the blue coats don't like the red sashes. They think that.
So,
Yeah, I appreciate that.
you're welcome.
Now, feel lucky?
Punk.
Do you?
Not today.
All right.
Not today.
Here's your money. I appreciate the business.
Me too. Anybody else do anything before?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, in that case, hold on.
Just trying to think if setting up the documents would be a pre-score setup, or if that would be part of.
It can be a flashback.
Okay. I can work with that.
Because the thing is, if you set it up, you might not need them. Whereas if you need them and do a flashback, then you paid the cost when you needed it.
Yeah.
So, okay. In that case, we'll go ahead and start the build up here. One for shared unlock. Somebody wants to start building the dice pool. Is this particularly bold or daring?
I'd say bold.
Yeah. I could agree
We're
with
about to
that.
bullshit our way through.
Does the plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
Vulnerability, they don't have the papers.
Or
they think they do.
Not
No.
with their strongest.
Yep, it's definitely not where they're strongest, and
But-
you know that you don't have the full brunt of the red stashes there to begin with.
Yeah.
Right. So I would say no.
So, I would say it is a vulnerability, though, at least.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because they probably don't expect anything to, you know.
Okay.
Any of your friends' contacts provide aid or insight?
I mean, I already got the one.
Yeah.
Just the one.
Okay. Go and add one for that. Target is not lower tier. Let's see. This particular place is going to be in. Gosh, is that Dunslow? I want to say it's Dunslow. No, that isn't Coleridge.
A foundry in a place called Coleridge.
Crazy, right?
Blows my mind.
You know,
Watch
what
out.
blows my mind.
Professor will do that for you.
Hey, I already did it once.
Literally.
Don't want to do it again.
Okay.
Squeaky clean.
No district modifiers
Okay.
for this. That being said, Coleridge doesn't necessarily sleep. It is a 24-hour operating district because everything's going. Any disadvantages here? Let's see. Is the operation overly complex or contingent on many factors? Nah. Is the target strong against the approach or has particular defense against it? Nah. Any of your enemies or rivals that can interfere with this?
Melissa.
I don't think she cares about the red stashes.
Bless her heart.
Master Architect.
No.
Maybe because you could interfere with building operations and stuff like that. And if you're affecting a metal supplier. No? Okay. So take one away for that.
Okay.
Target is higher tier technically. So take one away with that.
Yep.
Okay, what do you got?
2.
Great. I like it. Let her rip. Unless there's anything else you guys can think of.
I don't think so.
Okay.
4.
4. All right. Start out in a risky position.
Is that a 5?
It's a 3 and a 4.
Yep.
Because I still can't roll for shit.
We don't use tens.
I know.
I got a 10. What? That's
Okay.
a 6-sided
So,
die.
Yeah. Still would have been risky.
so setting up the scene here. You guys go like the foundry is. It's fine. It's always running. So there's really no good time to come here. If you're trying to find a lull in activity. So
Ready to shift change.
I would consider that a controlled position had you guys rolled a position. Or so that would have been probably the best. So yeah. We'll see you guys start out just outside the foundry.
Alright.
Nobody's paying you none the wiser, but anything from here on out is definitely risky.
Choose the loadout.
Yep, and
Yeah.
choose your loadouts. And I mean, around you, there's the showering of sparks, the smell of coke, and just soot raining
Smell
down
of
from the sky.
coke.
Yeah, foundry coke.
Yep.
It's the coal that gets used to ignite foundry fires.
That's not as
Take
fun.
that one that gives us 2 extra loadout.
Not that I have a clue what.
Alright. I'll stay by the carriage. My cannon.
So, I assume that this is an assault plan, by the way.
No,
Not off the
not unless things go
Well,
sideways.
we actually need to make a.
I-
What is our approach?
I'm going to walk in there and
Flashback?
So this is going to be a social, like you are trying to negotiate, bargain or persuade. That's
yes,
the primary.
I'm going to walk in and completely bluff that
Okay.
we have the paperwork. Your leader sold the plant to us
Okay.
for a considerable amount,
Okay.
and then if we need to, someone can sway them that no, this is totally the way it was.
Okay.
You know what's really crazy? You have this nice little tick box that says documents underneath
I
your
know.
load.
What's your guys' team? Did you guys take documents for any of your upgrades?
No, we took
Okay.
weapons.
Oh, okay.
We haven't gotten that far yet.
Okay.
It's a very nice cannon.
God damn it.
You did this to yourself.
I didn't do it to myself. Jake did it to me.
You let him.
There was no reason not to. All right, so outside the foundry, like I said, the showers of sparks, the smell of that coal burning, the soot raining down from the sky. This is just it's a foundry place. What do you expect? It's hot,
Smells
steamy.
like money.
So, what are you guys doing from here?
I'm staying here where I can behave for the most part.
Glad we've established that by this point.
BT dubs, here's a flare.
I'm not taking that.
Here's a flare.
I'm not taking that.
Is he buying it?
What?
Someone shout.
He's
Well,
He's trying to
pretending
walk
buy it.
in as if he
I'm-
has purchased it.
I'm walking in as the new owner.
No, I know that. Are the people buying it?
Oh,
No,
we
I
haven't got
know.
that
Okay,
far.
that's what we're gonna find out
Okay.
now on today's episode.
Gone forever. Can I borrow a Sharpie?
We had to.
I can't reach. And a
Aren't you wanty?
Needy.
very neat.
No, he doesn't need them. He wants them.
All right, so like I said, you guys all arrived at the foundry. It's business as usual for this place.
Is there someone like at the main entrance?
Yeah, there might be some sort of like person by the gate monitoring.
We inside.
My good man, is your foreman available? I'm the new owner.
He looks at you really confused, like,
Oh my god.
This may start early.
I'm the new owner. Get your foreman, please. Do you like
Sure.
your job?
Emergency staff meeting.
I own your job now. Go get the foreman. Are you dumb? Is there something wrong with you? Is that why you're at the gate? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll talk slower. Go get
he starts turning around
your...
and starts walking away.
Thank you.
Reasons of going to hell.
Not for that.
About 10 minutes time, he comes back with with another man.
Are you the foreman?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Who are you?
I'm the new owner, so I'm your employer now.
Oh, is that so?
It is so. The Red Sashes were gracious enough to come to a deal with me. I have need of foundry and metal, and they had need of hard cash, which I had. So now you work for me. If you could be so kind as to, well, I suppose you can't really stop the machinery, so Round up however many of the men that are able to take the time now. I don't want to put any of the actual work at risk, you understand. But anyone that's able to take the time now, I just want to introduce myself, make sure that we all are on the same page. There will be an announcement made and posters put up so that everyone understands what's going on. No one is getting fired. I'm here to do business and make money. And I think we're all on the same page.
All right. That sounds like a roll to me.
That's cool.
What are you doing? In order to try and convince.
I'm going to have
This
to go
foreman.
sway.
Sway?
Because it's not really a consort.
Okay.
And I'm going to push myself for the extra die.
Okay, so before you... Okay, you're pushing for extra die. So it starts out risky.
Yep.
Are you using the documents?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So we'll say risky standard.
4s. There's another 4, right?
The foreman, while you're showing the paperwork around with your big dick energy, takes it and starts looking at it. Sure, we can gather up the men, but why didn't the other Red Sashes notify the men?
It literally happened an hour ago-ish. I like to move fast, and I like to make sure that when I have business dealings that I'm on top of them.
Oh, that makes sense. We'll go gather up the men, the workers. So he pisses off and...
I stand ready at the cannon.
Without a doubt.
It's in disguise.
It's in disguise.
What's it look like, a horse?
No, it looks like a baggage on top of the carriage.
So what's going to happen is when it totally fails, the whole entire roof is going to fly off.
Yeah, I know. We're not going to have a viable carriage any longer.
No,
can
it'll
fix
just
it.
be a convertible.
Don't.
There are open carriages. I can fix that.
All right.
Makes it more difficult
So-
to do some of the work that we do, though.
I'll fix it if it breaks.
So the foreman comes back. He's got the workers. Then there are 4 gentlemen that are definitely not in foundry gear.
No.
They are very distinctly wearing red sashes, and they have swords. Very nice looking swords. Strapped to their-
Afternoon! Hello! Hi, I am the new owner. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time. I understand you're all very busy, and I appreciate the time that you're able to take. Yes, I'm the new owner, Jeremy Pendever. I was trying to make sure that I didn't use the
Jerry.
It's always
Jeremy.
Jerry.
It was Jeremy last time.
I like Jeremy.
It was Jerry the time before that.
All right.
And as I'm sure your foreman has alerted you, I am the new owner. Just wanted to introduce myself and let everyone know that business will continue as usual. I will be checking in regularly just to make sure that we have no issues, that there are no improvements that might need to be made, or safety concerns. You know, this is, I'm sure, a very dangerous business, hot metal, and I would hate to see anyone be injured, because that is against the ability to make money. And we're all here to make money and make goods. And I'd like to say thank you to the Red Sashes for, taking care of this,
They're all back there.
and for taking care of this company,
Unimpressed.
and for the very clean transfer from your group to my person. Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah, that's going to sound like another roll to me.
Sway.
If that's what you want.
Well,
Definitely risky.
I'm not really sure how I can use that as consort.
Hey, I'm your new boss. Yeah, I don't consort with my boss, so... let's see, effect level. This is mainly for the red sashes, not the rest of the workers, so we're going to go limited effect.
Well, I'm going to push myself for another die. 5.
Alright, so we're going to drop that down to a... We'll keep the limited effect, but the one of the red sashes in the back goes, well, that's all fine and dandy, but we'll wait for the word from Illyria herself before we leave the premises. Nothing against you, good sir.
Well, that's fine as long as you aren't interfering with the business going on. So, if anyone has any other questions, nothing. Very good. Thank you. Please go back to work. Now, you gentlemen,
Ask them for me.
may I offer you a drink? We have a lovely bottle of wine.
Whiskey.
One of the red sashes,
No, whiskey.
uh,
Lovely bottle of whiskey in my carriage.
the guy that called you out, he turns to one of the others and he immediately, the one that he talks to, runs off. I'm going to start a 6-segment clock called Melira for her to get here.
Well, I guess he doesn't. Do you three, are you interested in lovely bottle of whiskey?
Perhaps we should.
Is
Flashback? Flashback?
Okay.
Can I be a couple blocks away, watching and listening in on this, and try to catch the guy?
Did you establish that you were already there to begin with?
Nope.
Sure.
It was never established where I was.
Okay.
So I'm looking for just a couple blocks away,
Go catch any stragglers.
and when I see that guy break off, I'm gonna try to tag him down.
Okay. How are you attempting to get him?
Literally just going to try to catch him.
Okay.
So,
Well,
prowl maybe?
Prowl, that is applicable if you're trying to do it all sneaky like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want him to know I'm coming up on him.
I mean, pretty lady in a filthy place running through streets.
I mean, all it takes is stepping out at the right moment.
This is true.
Okay, I'm gonna push myself.
Okay. And this is just you want to just catch him, right?
I'm looking to catch him, kind of pull his interest, keep him from getting too far.
Okay. This will risky,
Okay.
and with him having a definite goal in mind, probably limited effect.
Okay. Instead of the extra die for pushing myself, I'd like to increase effect.
Sure.
Great.
You can push for both if you wish.
Yeah, and I'm
That's a lot of stress.
good. Thanks. 4.
So you do it, and
For shit.
we'll say it drops the effect back down to the limited effect. So
Okay.
you do catch up to him, and like you slow him down a little bit, like probably like would you like grab onto his shoulder, like slow him down, be like hey,
Yeah.
like, sir, okay, yeah, but he will still keep continuing, and like he'll give like a side glance and be like, what do you want, and he'll continue to keep trying to pull away to keep going
Is the leader of the Red Sashes a well-known name? Is it something we'd all know already?
I think it's been dropped before in past sessions.
Since we have a history with them, it must.
It's something we would all know.
Yeah, and like the Red Sashes, they're a sword fighting school, so it's not like they're illegitimate.
Right. Okay.
So,
I know those guys.
Um,
Man, this thing's gonna catch them completely off guard.
right? Yeah. So it's not like they're totally illegitimate in what they do.
So I am going to attempt to convince him that his boss has sent me this way to bring him and the others back in.
Okay.
To remove them from the premises, and I just happened to catch him before I caught up to the rest. Would you like a
That
sway?
does sound like a roll to me, and if you were using sway to do so, then do so at your leisure. But
That's sway with mesmerism.
okay, I'm trying to decide if that is a risky sway, or if the contents of that sway are really. You know what? We'll keep it risky.
Okay.
We'll say. Oh, that's a really far-fetched one. I'm going to say 0 effect. You can trade position for increased effect, so you can drop down to desperate. It'll be desperate limited.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. We'll give that a go. Yeah, so I've got the mesmerism. So if I sway him, he won't
doesn't-
even know that it's happened until the next time he interacts with me.
Are you pushing yourself for this?
I don't need to push myself for mesmerism.
Alright. I know, but I mean like with the
Effect level or
transpowder
whatever that
venomous.
dice.
That's, yeah, I currently don't have the transpowder going. I'm literally just trying to sway the guy at the moment.
Okay.
The transpowder can come in as, I'm breathing down his neck. It's fine.
Oh my goodness.
I quit.
Let me guess. 2s?
Two
Two
was the
ones and a
highest.
2.
Ouch. Ouch. So,
I quit.
That's your experience.
yeah, as a desperate roll, take that desperate.
Yeah. Great.
Wish we had our ghost sniper.
Huh?
So I wish we had our ghost sniper.
So,
I've got.
I'm trying to decide on, because I don't think harm is applicable here. I think a big complication should
Well, at
be.
that point, he would lash out and cause harm.
I mean, he's gonna forget as soon as he turns around.
Well,
Well,
was
she didn't
successful.
succeed.
Oh.
Yeah, it
but
just
the
says.
mesmerism-
Well, it says when I sway someone, so I would assume that means I have to succeed in swaying him
Fair.
for
Which
it to
did
actually
not-
take effect.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's been well established now over
all right.
6 sessions
So-
that I can't roll for crap. So
Fact.
So the red sash that you were chasing down, he stops, turns around, looks at you. Do not touch me. Do not follow me, or I will cut you down. Now leave me be and keep your lies to yourself. And he turns back around and runs. And begins his
okay.
That is the biggest complication I can think of, because harm just does not make any sense right there. So,
It's all on you.
okay.
So
Although, he will be double timing it, so. So there are 3 ticks on that clock now for Moira. What are you guys doing back at the foundry? Where are you?
I would be with him right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Just kind of standing back and watching.
Okay. So you're going to keep your workers outside?
No, I already sent them back.
Okay.
No, I already told them to disperse and go back to work. And,
All right. So it's just the 3 red sashes out there waiting.
Could someone get my medal?
Cassandra, dear, did you get that bottle of whiskey from the carriage, please? 4 glasses, I guess. The other person didn't want any, I guess.
Are you looking at me with that? Okay.
Are you going to go back to the foundry, by the way?
I'm going to begrudgingly turn and
Okay.
go back to the carriage and get that.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, it's all right there, and glass is all set and ready.
I'll pour them out and hand them out.
And I'm going to flashback that I already prepped the bottle with slumber essence.
Okay. As much as we appreciate the fine vintage this probably is, we will be prudent and wait for Malaria to be here. We will drink to the success of your transaction at that point.
Oh, you're letting it go to waste.
By all means, don't let us stop you.
Oh, but it's rude to drink alone.
You have a friend or two.
No. They are my employees. You are my business associates. This is toasting business. It would be inappropriate of them to drink with me in this situation. They work for me. You work with me. That's the nature of this document.
However true, I must insist. Unless you want to try and push their...
Oh, I suppose we could wait. You said Malera's coming?
Yes.
Ah, well, then we can all toast. Cassandra, see if there's more glasses. I don't know. I guess 2 more? We can set up. I'm assuming that your other associate will be joining with Malera. So, yes, 2 more at least.
Okay.
Right away. And I'll walk off, like,
Okay.
behind the carriage.
Okay.
And I'm going to start... I would like to do an attune to figure out if there are any ghosts in the area.
Sure thing. Well, you're just doing it to figure it out, or...
Well,
because
so...
You could just put in your spirit mass. That
Yeah.
allows you to see.
Well, I have a power of compel,
Okay.
so I would like to... Which allows me to, like, basically summon a ghost and command it.
Okay.
So I would like to do that, and then in that it says to do either an attune study or survey to locate that ghost.
Got you. Okay. Well, go ahead and do so then.
Okay. I'm going to do an attune, and I'm going to push myself for the extra dice.
Okay. And you are just doing it to... Are you doing it to find a ghost or communicate with it to...
Well, this is to... So in the power it says to do that to find one, to locate one. So, and then once I locate one, I can just
Gotcha.
command it.
Okay.
That would be a 6.
Great. That would have been risky and then standard just because it's... Ghosts are either going to be there or not. And you successfully are able to find one. This particular ghost looks like... let's go with the idea that ghosts are probably shadows of how they were when they died. This guy is missing like half his face and his left arm.
Okay.
Those are the foundry accidents I've been talking about.
So,
So,
and he's just like aimlessly walking, like almost like in a circle, and like it'll kind of like do a quick like rewind and reset, and it'll just continue. It's like a loop,
okay.
an echo, if you will.
Okay. So I'll be standing kind of by, waiting to see what happens next with this.
Okay. Are you gonna continue getting the glasses or extra glasses, or okay? Okay. So you bring the glasses back up to the rest of the group.
Yep.
Okay.
Your glasses.
Thank you, Cassandra. You can wait at the carriage. Tell Grayson we should be ready to go as soon as things are settled with Malera when she arrives.
Sure.
Of course.
Thank you.
About this time, you probably get the foundry insight. So whether you want to go up with the rest of the
I'm
group
gonna
or
stay back a bit.
okay, all right. So another 10 minutes or so passes, and still no Malera. The red testers are getting kind of restless, as it were. And they begin talking amongst themselves, kind of in low volume.
Do you think she's been held up? I mean, I understand she's quite busy. Your business is, you know, you've got quite a bit of things going on. I mean, the school, obviously, and previously this foundry, but I'm assuming you have other businesses as well, enterprises.
The the one that has done the talking thus far, he gives some side glances to his other two men there, and we'll give it another 10 minutes or so before we make that assumption.
By all means. I mean, I don't have anywhere to be except for everywhere else that I have business.
Okay.
Start, visibly fidgeting and,
Okay.
like, come on.
Okay.
I have places to be.
All right. Is there anybody doing anything during this time before Malera comes?
Well, I can tell you as soon as she shows up, she's in for a shock. But is she arriving by carriage?
Oh, what are you doing?
Probably not.
On foot?
Probably.
Worse for her?
Okay. All right. So in another 10 minutes time, the other red sash that B had accosted in the street alleyway comes back with.
She see him?
Oh yeah, they're not trying to hide it. Like they come up running.
Just gotta move the luggage a little bit.
She turns to they run up and get up to you guys by the carriage and in front of the foundry there. Turns to the guy
Welcome
again.
back.
Is this the men that claim that he bought this foundry? Yes, Mom.
You would know. Your signature's right there.
That is not my signature. And
That is 100% your signature.
I'm going to tell the ghost to go after her.
Okay. I think you would need a command roll then for that.
So that's.
Or is it?
I think it's like an automatic because. Let me double check that.
Which one did you take?
It was compel.
Wrong playbook, Scotty.
Attempt to locate one. By default,
You
the
were
ghost
inspired
wants to
already.
satisfy the need of
No, I
life,
was in,
life essence
Dark.
and exact vengeance. So I convince the ghost that his vengeance is on her. She owns this foundry, and if he was damaged there. When you compel it, you can give it a general or specific command. But it's more general, like protect me. The more the ghost will interpret according to its own desires. Your control over the ghost lasts till the command is fulfilled.
Take the body.
Okay.
So there isn't a roll past locating.
Gotcha. All right. So what is your command to the ghost? Or order or
Exact vengeance on the owner, and I'll point out her, the legitimate owner. I'll say.
okay. Damn. So, and you've got your whisper mask on and everything, right? Or
I don't.
You take it off.
It doesn't say that I need to do that in order to run.
Well, and you
No,
were
no,
on, you were on
in
the
order
other
to
side
see
of the.
it. In order to see it happen, I was gonna.
Yeah.
If
So.
not, I'm not gonna narrate with the ghost.
So
does.
yeah,
I'll
when
just-
I'm talking to the ghost, definitely.
All right. Do you have it on after you give the order though?
I would probably put the mask down, give the command, and as soon as he starts approaching her,
Okay.
then I would flip it back and
Okay.
walk around the carriage to watch the show.
Okay. So you do that, and within moments, Malira, she falls to her knees and immediately, screams out, what the unholy fuck! And there's just a streak of blood, coming from her ear. And just yells, at the ready, men, and they all draw.
What are you doing?
something.
What's happening to her?
Something accosted me.
Don't look at me. I'm just trying to do business.
Slowly back away from them.
I'm just trying to do business here. I don't know. Oh, fuck.
She's lost her
Did you-
mind.
Did you
Back away.
offend a ghost? Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. That is... I don't want anything to do with ghosts. If you offended a ghost, you need to go somewhere else. You need to go to church.
There were no ghosts until you.
No,
came. I don't remember
no,
that,
no, no,
dude.
no. This place is filled with ghosts. That's why I go to church every day.
Back away slowly.
Every day.
If you don't back away now, you
Because the church
Like
will
she-
take care of the ghosts.
She points her sword, the tip of her sword at you. You brought this unholy
I did not bring
abomination
anything.
here.
I am just a legitimate businessman trying to take care of my foundry that you sold to me.
Okay, I'm gonna need a roll for this because this is getting a little into the heated. Things are going to erupt unless something can be done.
I would like to kind of slip back around the carriage
Yeah,
How
and
close is he
see
to
if I
that?
can find someone else.
probably within 5 feet.
I guess sway.
Okay, what are you trying to do with your sway before I give you the position and effect?
Okay. I'm just trying to get her to not fucking attack us right now.
Okay,
Because there's 5 to 3. And I am not a fighter type.
okay.
She's convinced that I got a ghost to attack her. And I'm like, I don't even fucking deal with ghosts. I am a legitimate businessman.
Okay.
You need to back away from her. Back away right now.
So what is it?
Well, if you're using sway, it's going to be. It's just north of Desperate, so we'll go risky. And she's going into like a hysterical thing, so I'll say limited effect. You can trade position for effect, though, if you want to go into Desperate and make it standard.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. And then you can also push yourself for more if you want. Or do both. Get extra dice and push for more.
I'm going to run out of stress here real quick.
This is a very stressful situation.
It is a very stressful situation. I'm just going to roll my one desperate die. 4.
Alright. So,
What are you doing?
we'll say that standard gets dropped back down to a limited effect. But, I mean, you're still successful. She will calm down, but... Fine. Fine. Let me read that goddamn document.
Here, and have a drink. I don't know what's going on, but you need to calm your nerves.
Okay. She'll take it, and glass is just shaking in her hand.
No, seriously, look at your hand. Drink that. Fuck. Anyone else? I don't know how you guys deal with ghosts. I go to church. Some people drink.
And, Melissa, like, she wants to, but she's, like, reading this bullshit in front of her, not remembering anything regarding it. And she's very surprised at reading this document.
While she's reading, I would like to be on the other side of the carriage and see if I can find another foundry ghost.
Okay.
For the love of God.
That would be a 6.
Yeah, you find another one. This one's probably missing its legs, so it's just like it's a crawler.
Okay. Go for her.
Okay.
What else? What other command are you giving it other than, hey, go possess her for a little bit?
No, it's not even possessor.
It's attack, revenge.
Oh, okay.
And it starts going towards her.
Flip the mask back and kind of go back.
Okay. She gets to the end and takes a swig. The other one of the other red sashes sees that and throws his back. The other ones don't. Go ahead and give me a fortune roll of 2d6.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
6 and a 5.
Okay. So that was for them to resist, or the likelihood of them resisting. So after Malira and the other one take a drink, they both kind of give that that wave of like almost sleepiness wash over them, and it's like, no, we.
I mean, it's a waste.
That's
but
it's a little too strong.
it's the good stuff. I only drink the best.
And go ahead and give me a. So we'll go ahead and deal with the ghost first here.
Okay.
With that, after them no longer taking drinks or just either putting them down or handing the glasses off, or Malera, like she kicks her feet, like she's until she screams out in agony again and drops the document and pulls out that sword again and just starts swiping around her feet.
I'm backing away fast. What the fuck is going on?
Okay, right there. Is anyone else near this bullshit? Alright, I fire my cannon.
Alright,
I am wrecking their shit.
okay. Wait, sure that's not a, okay.
It's just,
Whereas wreck is a default, you are using a piece of equipment, so
skirmish tinker.
Tinker?
either one of those would probably be a way better fit than wreck.
Alright, well then
I
we'll
mean, you got
tinker or skirmish
more
both
points
work.
than Tinker, right?
No, look at it. Two.
He can't see
Oh,
anything
I
with his
can't
red
see
lenses
red.
on.
Okay, yeah. 3 times.
I can literally see like the original.
Risky with a cannon. Was that a quality 4 item?
Yes.
Great effect, considering what's happening here. They're going to be shot with a cannonball or a grape shot or whatever. It's going to wreck their day.
We'll push for extra die.
You want to push for extra effect too?
You are running out of stress.
Just extra die.
How much stress do you have left, by the way?
Well, you said it was great effect, right?
Yeah, it can be exceptional.
Okay.
That's the next step.
That's pink mist.
6, 5.
2 6s.
So
That's Boxcars.
that is boxing. That actually pushes the effect up anyway. So you step back. She's swiping around.
Goggles!
Tell me what happens, because they're dead.
Can't even
I'll
stop
tell you right now, they're
laughing.
dead. And then here's the other thing too: is you gonna invoke the Emperor death too on him?
Yes.
How are you going?
He
to
doesn't have
do
the stress.
Yeah, he does. It doesn't
That? No, it
cost
only
3.
takes 2 now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but 2.
That would.
Did
That
I
would.
get an extra box for
No, you did not.
the
Actually, you should have though. You
Yeah.
should.
Oh
have.
well then.
You should
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
extra
I can
box
do
from
that.
the from
Yeah, you
field.
should have.
Alright. Well then I will push for the 2 stress to Ember Burn. But yeah. It's like
Does it just get her, or does it get multiple of them?
It depends on what he's
Let me read.
got going
if
in
they're
it.
all
Exceptional?
within close, it's-
Grape shot's gonna hit more than one person.
Yeah.
Let me read the Ember.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not worried
worried
about Ember Death.
No,
I
we're
mean,
talking about the
like,
cannon.
the target of the cannon.
It's, we'll say with the exceptional effect, it's probably going to hit every single red sash there and kill them.
Yeah. This clearly isn't overcompensating for something. Like
And then because it's an attack that's doing an area thing, I'd say that the stress cost would be to maybe do it all. Like, that makes sense to me, because it's all, like, one tweak of the ghost field in one attack.
Boom.
I mean, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense to me. So, all right, yeah, let's rock it.
All right.
It's moments like these I hate myself.
You let him build a cannon.
It's true.
So I let him up.
All right, so
There's no them left.
So the cannon, like, it just a wave of concussive force over all the red sashes, and they get torn to shreds. And upon that moment, you're like, and that ghost field just, and there's just ash.
You couldn't talk your way out of a paper sack.
I was doing pretty good. I don't know what the fuck was going on with her.
You know what? It's only like these. I'm glad I have a cannon.
They drank the whiskey. I mean, they were about to knock off.
I'm happy
But
with these
I'm
results.
happy with these results too.
The
You
foreman
may-
comes running out. What in the?
We're gonna build a lot more of these.
So
You're gonna make a lot of money.
everything is fine. The red sashes are fine.
There was a little dispute.
Things are great. Go about regular business.
Not
I'll
regular
be back
business.
tomorrow or the next day to check on things. He will probably be back every day because
The guy at the gate is just like,
Someone needs to do.
What's your name?
Frederick, sir.
Frederick.
Take the day.
It's the kid
I'm
on
giving
the
you a
Incredibles.
paid
That
day
was totally wicked.
Go home. Take this bottle of whiskey with you.
He just walks towards you and grabs it and just keeps walking, like, kind of in that shock.
You should send him back to work.
Go to the
No, he's fine. He's fine.
But approach the
We'll
phone.
deal with that.
I need this kind of.
You and you go talk.
So here's what I need.
We should probably get this not here. Because the cannon is pretty visible now, right?
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Let's see. Red sash is effectively wiped out.
Aww.
Am I just crossing them off our sheet? Cool. I'm gonna borrow this color. Thank you.
Got red.
This is like a purple red, like magenta. This will work just fine.
It looks red from here.
You.
Everything looks red from there.
It does.
That's why all flags just look like flags to him.
That's right.
First.
All right, and then with that, we'll say that score is done. You have acquired the Claim Foundry.
I guess my better question is
Does that
where
give me a
does
die for every metal?
This will be one of the turfs up
Work
here, I think.
technically is it go under one of our turf
It-
squares?
No, it's
No.
it's actually its own separate claim. If
So
you
we
want
just
to,
find
you
a place to write it.
can- there's a
Oh,
blank claim sheet with the prison claims on there. You can use that.
sure. Sure.
So we're gonna
This
just
part.
write it
Yeah.
in here.
Yep, just put Foundry. Mechanically, what it's going to do, it's going to give you an extra D6 for acquire rolls in acquiring.
And also give me a D6 for any metal making.
Yeah,
Crafting.
yeah,
All right.
to for acquire roll stuff.
Not just for you.
In anything that deals with metal, whether it's like bar stock or whatever have you. Because even if you supply people with what they need, like they in turn could give you a discount, so that mechanically makes an extra D for the acquire roll make sense. So,
Okay.
okay. Rep. That is a 3 rep.
Okay.
We just took someone out.
was gonna say we wiped out another gang.
Good.
That's
And without
impossible.
even
At
going
once.
to war, that was almost silent.
Yeah.
Had you dealt with the guy at the gate, it would have been mostly silent because nobody would have known exactly what happened. They just would have heard like a cannon go off, and that was it. They would have just assumed it was a foundry thing.
No, I almost had B go after Frederick.
Let's see. Coin. There's probably at least like a strong box worth of stuff of money acquired in this place. So I'll say there's a 4 coin payout.
Everybody take a coin.
Heat. Let's see. You don't get extra heat for deaths.
Nope.
Not that anybody knows exactly what happened to him anyway, but that was loud. That was in a foundry area where loud noises aren't necessarily bad. 2 heat. And you guys weren't at war, so there's no +1 heat for that. And it wasn't a hostile turf, technically. Yeah. So, we'll go ahead and do EXP.
All right. Execute a successful accident, disappearance, murder, or ransom operation.
There was murder.
Yeah,
There's a lot of murder.
It was a lot of
In one
murder.
fell swoop.
Yeah, so
I'd say
2 for murder.
2 for murder.
Yeah.
That was a pretty solid
That's
murder.
a lot of murder.
That was straight up murder. Like,
Oh, that was good murder.
Contend with challenges above your current station.
Yes.
that could have gone sideways so many different ways.
How far above us were
They
they?
were one. They were one.
Okay.
So
Yep.
definitely one EXP for that,
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one.
which is ambitious.
Yep.
Ambitious.
I think that definitely.
Yeah.
involves it.
Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
Yes.
I would say you
Goals
got,
for sure.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
goals.
Okay. All right. There we are, halfway through our track.
Schwiggity.
Cool.
Okay. Personally XP.
I can go first.
Yep.
Address the challenge with calculation or conspiracy. A lot.
Yeah.
I would say, I would argue I
2.
get 2 out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Sweet, that fills out my playbook. And I am taking Jailbird.
Good choice.
You're gonna go to jail and knock out that other.
Quite possibly.
Okay.
Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Not
Background.
particularly. Trade was building, so vice or traumas, no.
Okay. Who's next?
Okay.
Let's see here. Address the challenge with technical skill
Yes.
or mayhem.
Yeah.
Yeah!
2.
Yes, sir.
So much, man.
Let's see here. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Yes, I'd say so. Definitely the drives. You know.
I want to see things go boom.
Yeah.
That's like
That's
drive, the drive.
Yes, and then as your struggle with vice forms trauma sessions. I mean, well, part of the session was the front part of that. You know, just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'd argue that because keep in mind that downtime at skirt locks counts towards your EXP too.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So
So yeah.
yeah, that free play, all the free play stuff counts.
All right.
Oh shit, I get one for gambling then. Because I literally took a gamble on the. Because that's my vice. Sweet.
Have at it.
Okay. Address the challenge with knowledge or arcane power. I would say yes.
Definitely.
Twice. For
Yes.
that.
You did it twice. Get
For
through.
sure.
Let's see. Express beliefs, drive, heritage, and background. I would say ask Skurlox.
Background.
Yeah, definitely background for that skirt locks
Yeah.
because he's
Your knowledge.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
yeah, you're contacting the.
Struggled with vice traumas. Probably not like the vice could be argued, I suppose,
What's
with
your vice? The,
like ghosts and their electroplasm. Like
then yes.
Did your wanting to get the ghosts to come out and play? Was it as a result that because you needed to do it because of your vice?
so, I wouldn't argue that, but
Okay.
like the the scene as Skurlock's. The
Okay.
killing of everyone.
Okay, just to.
Maybe
I'm on the
not.
fence on it. Like, if you guys say yeah, sure, but
What's your vice?
Like so,
The electro-
like
Crazy
anything
ghost
to
weed
do
shit.
with like ghosts and
definitely
electroplasm.
Skurlock's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I vote yes on Skurlock's.
Yeah,
So yeah.
Okay.
Addressed a challenge with deception or influence.
Yes.
Yes.
Tried.
Tried.
Hey.
Tried.
Yeah.
Belief strives heritage background.
No.
stalking men on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true. We're trying
That's how you
to.
tried to get it.
Right. No vice or trauma.
Shooting yourself at Skurlock's?
I mean,
It's not trauma, and not her vice though.
my
No.
vice is taking men for their money, but that wasn't the goal of me
Yeah.
doing any
I
of
mean, You
this.
did take Skurlock's money though.
But my problem
Yeah,
is with a vice.
same.
If
Yeah.
you indulge a vice while on
Keep in
a
mind,
job, it usually gets in the way of what you're doing.
Just remember, we're talking Jack Black's character in Tropic Thunder
Right.
during the shootout scene, like that kind of indulgence.
Yeah.
that it affects everything.
Killed the pandas. I killed what I loved.
Okay, that is everybody.
Okay, entanglement roll. Your wanted levels is currently 1.
What do you guys want to roll it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, this is where lower is better,
This is the one time she'll roll a 6.
right?
Oh, hey, look.
You guys are heat or wanted level 1, right?
Yes.
What's your current heat level?
2.
2? Great. I mean, if you roll a 6, are you guys +3 with anybody?
No.
Actually, you want a 6.
Go ahead and roll, dude.
No, let them roll.
Because then nothing happens.
3.
A 3. Gang trouble or usual suspects.
Pure curiosity here.
Well.
Nope.
That would have been better.
Would not have been better.
All right. You guys don't actually have a gang, do you?
No.
No.
Okay. So it's going to be usual suspects then. So who's your friend or vice? You're your own vice purveyor. Who's your ally
Okay.
friend?
Ally would be Striza, my apothecary.
Okay. So they get taken in by the bluecoats
Oh no.
because they are
Wait.
adjacent to you.
What about Bailey?
Huh?
You could just take Bailey.
Which one's Bailey?
He's my newly acquired friend from the Bluecoats. Thank you.
Fruitcake guy?
Fruitcake guy.
You know, we almost bought you fruitcake today, but then Scott determined he didn't want that handed to him.
It would just be passed around for years.
There was 3 of
We
them
just
in
keep
the box.
passing it around the table. Who's bad?
No, we're gonna go with
Stick it in the freezer
no.
like
yeah,
shit.
the
Damn it, I
apothecary.
should have listed Bailey.
So, anyway, they get taken in because they are periphery to you. And after this big old boom that happened, like, you're in certain circles, you're getting a name for yourself for this kind of crap.
I can understand the poisonous gas and then the glitter powder, but not the boom. Why'd they take her for the boom?
And she's going to get questioned. You can let her get questioned, or you can pay the blue coats off with a coin.
Take my coin.
Okay.
Free my pocket.
All right. They take the bribe, and she goes on her merry way.
And they're also getting a fruitcake.
They might keep her.
Yeah, that might.
Take your money, keep her.
Fruitcake.
2 coin. And
That's contradictory. It's like
Oh, you do see the fruitcake
like
flying
jumbo
out the
shrimp.
window later?
jumbo
You've
shrimp.
never had my mom's fruitcake.
male
fair.
intellect.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
feel
going any
that. I feel that one.
Government intelligence.
All right.
Military intelligence.
Right.
So I believe that goes
Not better.
into downtime
I
actions
know my
then.
brother works for me.
So who is doing what in this downtime?
I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
I'm building myself some
You should be de-stressing.
distortion. Oh yeah, I should.
Yes, you should just stress a bunch.
How about you go de-stress first?
Okay, I'm gonna de-stress.
Yeah.
Because, I'm a workaholic for my de-stress.
He's one away from ticking over.
That's okay. No, it would have been great if you didn't.
I thought I should remind him.
Alright.
So it's all right. What in your first column there? What grouping has your lowest amount of dice? 1. So you're gonna roll 1d6. 5. You clear 5 stress.
Sweet.
Yay! Not overindulging.
Oh, he
I
can't.
couldn't. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then then what is your other downtime action?
You get 3.
That was up to there.
No, I'm saying you get 3 downtimes because you took.
Yeah, I got the calculator.
Calculated? Okay.
Right.
Well, you have 2, and you can give one away if you want.
Yeah, that's true. I'm building the distortion field.
Okay, actually, that's going to be a long-term project to get started to see what you need.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and make that for something that complicated, we'll do an 8-segment clock.
Okay. And this will be a study.
However you think you want to do it.
Study.
Or tinker.
Or tinker. Why not both?
Okay.
Because unfortunately you can't combine.
Nope.
Well, 6.
6, that's going to be 3 tick marks on that clock.
And calculate.
Okay.
3.
And 1. So that is half that pie chart filled.
Nice.
Okay.
If you have coin, you can spend it on more downtime actions, if you wish.
Anyone else got to calculate? Anyone else want to see this
I
happen?
do. Let me deal with some things first.
Okay.
Distortion towers. Okay. You got 4 tick marks left. Right.
It's exciting.
It is. You know what? I will spend that coin.
Okay.
6.
Alright, 3 more.
1 to go.
So
Fastest craftsman ever.
you're really hitting the books.
Actually, I
You're gonna
have
do another
2
one?
stash. I will.
You're going to convert that?
Yeah.
Okay, no matter what you complete it. Because you're
Yeah,
if you
you-
roll 3, you're going to get...
I know, but still 5.
Okay. Alright, so you figure out how you can put this stuff together, and now you know what you need. Everything seems pretty simple, except there's one crazy component that you need.
What do we need?
Okay, so you actually need this crazy like catalyzer thing out of one of the tower things.
Yippee.
Oh, one of the the fence.
Yeah, the
lightning
ghost
tower?
field. Yeah.
Nice.
You need one out of there.
I need Arya.
What?
Can I reverse engineer that?
If you got one, but those things like tap into the field and keep ghosts at bay.
I don't have those.
So like if you think that if you get one, you can like slap some stuff on it and like into a tower and like instead of keeping ghosts out and you could weaken everything other field all around it.
Okay, so if you let me in on this,
Of course.
Now,
Everyone's in.
then
what's your guys' place that you go to hit? Is it? It's Char Hollow, not Char Hall, right?
Yeah. Char Hollow.
Hunting ground?
Yeah.
Brightstone.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh shit! When you guys went up in, you guys don't actually have turf, do you?
No.
Okay, never mind.
No.
so I would like to, as a downtime action, work on replicating one of those
Replicating it.
catalysts or catalyzers or whatever you
Okay.
call them.
Yeah, catalyzer.
Yeah.
Ectoplasmic or a ghost field catalyzer.
Because she has, she does the tinker.
Or other option is you could try and locate one that isn't necessarily in the fence already,
They've got to have spare somewhere.
This is true.
which might be easier than trying to figure out how to make one.
Well, that'd be a different. Okay, that'd be a different outcome than
That's
what.
probably a job.
Well, no, finding it isn't the job. Finding it is just the downtime.
Getting it
Yeah,
would be
you
the-
have to meet with his information
So-
broker.
One's going to take less time to figure out and will allow a score, whereas the other route might take longer to do but probably won't require a score. If you find one that's just around in the city that you can probably go snag, it's going to take shorter downtime, but a score to probably get.
They've got to have extras.
Okay.
Whereas if you want to try and figure out how to make one, that will probably take a little bit
A
longer.
lot easier to reverse engineer because you have the object.
Okay, then I can use my downtime for other things.
So, do you want to try and figure out where one is then? Or try and figure out how to make one?
I have to use my downtime action to figure out where it is.
Well, if you can either figure out how to make one, or you, which will require probably more than one downtime because it's going to be a longer term project. Or you could use one of your contacts maybe and figure out where one is and get a beat on one instead.
Okay, well, if it's my turn, then I'm going to... Are you done with your downtime?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you
Then,
have contacts that you could get that information
I
from?
mean, Skurlock is my
Well,
contact.
maybe-
He's been around a while.
This is true. Skurlock probably knows a lot of this kind of crap.
So, alright. So I will check with him.
Okay. How are you trying to get this information from him? I mean, obviously, probably going to be friendly.
Yeah, I'm just
tell
gonna
Maybe something
visit
consorted
him
or...
and
We go up to Skurlock. This is what I need.
You want to see this happen?
yeah, I'll do a consort and
Okay.
then take 2
Well,
stress to.
That is just a suggestion. It is not something you have to use if you can think of something better.
The dude wants it.
I don't really have anything better.
Okay.
5.
So, Skurlock goes over to the... Gosh, what... one of the windows and says, "Come here. Come here."
Alright.
Pulls back and wipes off the window. Look over there. He's pointing directly down the canal.
Okay.
And you see that down there? He's pointing at a tower. One of the old towers that surrounded Charter Hall back in the beginnings of Duskfall.
I see it.
Any of the old towers that surround Charter Hall might have what you're looking for.
Okay. I will go see about that then.
It's all coming together.
So I'll let them know that, and then I'm also going to do my de-stress.
Okay.
Which is trying to deal with electroplasm and ghosts in any way. I have a 1d6. That would be a 1. Shit.
There once. You have coin though, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
So if you need to take extra actions, you
Yeah,
can.
I probably will do that. Okay. That would be another 3.
So what are you down to for stress?
2.
Hey, it's not bad.
No.
Right. Do you have any more downtime that you wish to do?
No.
Okay. Well, Kerwin, Hinge, what are you guys going to be doing? Whoever wants to go next.
Have at it.
We have, what, 2 heat and
Yep.
1 wanted?
Yes.
If you go to jail, you can clear that heat wanted.
But it was just the wanted, not the heat.
The heat goes down too.
Yep. The,
Oh.
the heat clears once you go in.
Would I get the tower back?
If you go in as your current person, your wanted level goes down to 0 because you took
Jailbird.
jailbird. So you'll be in there like 3 days.
Yeah, days.
Okay. I'm just,
We're not gonna go right away.
for the point of what we're probably going to do next as a job or a score, sort of might want the tower.
Okay.
How long? How much more?
So
He was supposed to be in months.
okay, how about this?
Well, but it got reduced because
it
I
got
have-
reduced down to like 4 months, and it's probably been like
Because I
what,
have jailbird.
maybe realistic, probably like 2 months.
Okay. Well then, I'm not going to go to jail.
Well, if you go to jail
I
for a
could
few
for a
days,
couple of days.
Literally, we
Yeah.
just wait.
Yeah,
that
we'll
being
just wait it
said,
out.
if you go to jail, we could. You could try and swap places with him in jail.
ooh,
I can depend on how I roll. Anyhow,
It would be a
Or-
fortune roll at that
first
point.
thing I'm going to do though is
That could be something part of your downtime too, is talking to the Blue Coats or even going to Iron Hook Prison itself.
I'm going to train first.
Okay.
So, what do you get? Insight and prowess, or resolve?
Insight and
it's
prowess.
insight and prowess.
So let me do 2 in insight and 2 in prowess, and I'm at 4 stress.
Is it worth the risk of
That's
overindulging?
the question, because I do not have the one that I can.
The functioning device.
Yeah.
Spider's so good. It's got so many good
It
skills.
is. but
Spider's
I took
fantastic.
Jailbird first, so.
So did you train twice then?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So I've got the one. Does anybody else need an extra move because I've got calculating. I could give it to somebody else.
I mean, I wouldn't mind training.
I won't end up needing it.
Like I said, or you can try and using it
And I
to
can
swapping
train
places with the
until I
tower.
Fill out my playbook. I'm just the 1-2 away.
Ooh. You could take some interesting shit, right?
Oh yeah, I got all sorts of fun stuff.
When you wreck, the work is much quieter. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah, you need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it.
Okay.
Oh.
What are you taking?
Saboteur.
When he wrecks, it's less noisy. So when you blow shit up with wreck...
How do you put a silencer on a cannon?
Right? Right?
How did you
Silencer.
put a silence on
I
her?
put a loudener on that thing. Direction.
Oh man.
Okay.
Binge.
Unless you're going to spend any coin or anything for more downtime. I'm good. Okay.
I don't need to de-stress. Yeah, I guess the only thing to do really is to train.
Okay. Or you can start a long-term project if you want. If you have anything going on.
I don't have crap going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna train in insight and in my playbook,
Okie doke. Sounds good.
if my marker will work. And then I'm gonna take my 2 stash at the end of my downtime.
Neat.
And I am going to go to jail. To
Okay.
reduce the heat and our water level.
Okay.
So I have Jailbird, and we have the
You get your extra die.
friends in Ironhook.
Yep.
And then you guys are currently tier 1, so you guys get 1 for your tier, 1 for the Iron Hook contact, and then you get the... You guys took the claim for prison that gives you another extra die.
And I get 1 for Jailbird.
Yep. So you
So
roll
4. 6.
Just A6?
A6.
5,
A6. Alright. That is going to get you... Alright, so your wanted level goes down to 0.
Yep.
Alright, so you are going to be in jail for about, 2 weeks most. So during that time, you guys can... That can be, when your downtime is occurring.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of the story.
Does heat reduce down to?
Everything you are now wiped. There is 0 wanted,
making
0
sure.
heat. You roll the 6, you do your time well, you get +1 prison claim and +1 faction status. So there is another claim that can be taken.
So that's on top of my faction status for being a Jailbird?
Yes. So you get +2 to add, or +1 twice to sway any other faction status with. Maybe you want to make the church a 0, or the church or the...
want to make the reconciled a 3?
Yes.
Yeah, why don't we?
Super allies.
Sure. Do that.
And then, who else are we at negatives with right now?
Negatives, we have Circle of Flame, City Council, Aruvia Consulate, the
Oh, yeah.
Horde,
What do we have with that?
-1 Church of Ecstasy.
Oh my god, I break.
Not the Church of Ecstasy. We definitely.
You can keep-
What
well,
about the city
The
council?
thing is,
Do,
if
do
you...
we want to make +2 with the blue codes?
Yes.
That would not
That
be a
would be
terrible
good
idea.
too. Yeah.
Can do
Because
that.
then we're 1 more away.
Okay.
So that gives us a little bit more advantage with them.
Alright, you took the, initial guard payoff? Right.
Yes. The guard payoff to the right there.
Okay. You could take allied claim. One of your allies on the inside arranges for their faction to grant you a boon. Take a claim from your crew sheet from a different crew type. You can't take turf for this claim. You could take another claim from another team. So, if you're going to do the reconcile, which
Otherwise, we
Or-
have other options.
there's smuggling, gives you 2 load whenever you go into jail. Or there's the
There's
other
another
guard payoff,
yeah.
which gives you another die when somebody goes into jail.
But from that other guard payoff, you can go to parole influence, which your prison terms are 1 level shorter.
Literally a revolving door.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
So it's just pretty much stair-stepping it out.
system.
But what's the one that we need to get?
Cell block
then-
control is the one
then-
that doesn't allow you to get trauma.
So we
Yeah.
need to go to allied claim first,
Yeah.
then up to cell block control.
Yeah. Because
Okay, so allied claim.
Okay, so you are currently best with the reconciled, right?
yes.
And they are
Yes.
a reconcile association of ancient spirits who have not gone feral with the passage of time. God, what kind of crap would they have? Let's call them.
Ooh, we're getting ghosty.
Cult.
If they haven't been seen, though, they might be shadows. I think cult is too churchy for them.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, let's go and make them shadows.
Okay.
Their claims that are not turf. There is oil fence, gambling den. Oil fence gets you 2+ coin in payoff for scores that involve burglary or robbery. Interrogation chamber. You get +1D to command and sway on the site of your lair. Drug den. You anytime during downtime roll dice equal to tier, like any other. There's informants. Get +1D to get information for a score. Hagfish farm. Don't you guys already have that?
No.
No, we decided
don't-
against it
we
because we
didn't
got rid of
need
the
it.
bodies.
Yeah,
out.
we got
Alright.
Ember Death. So.
All right. That also gives you an extra die to roll to reduce heat.
To receive.
Yeah. Secret pathways. You get +1D to the engagement roll for stealth plans. Tavern. You get +1 die to consort or sway rolls on site. So, you guys acquire a tavern then. That the reconciled have.
That-
Or a drug den.
Can I please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, what are we thinking? I mean, the +1 die for stealth plans for engagement rolls is not a bad thing
Right.
because that generally is our way we go.
Oh, yeah. Stuff.
I mean,
like,
well,
A lot of yours are
Stealth.
assault.
Stealth to start.
Who are your other
an informant would be great.
team people that you're good with?
That we're good with.
Yeah.
We have the reconciled, the blue coats, the gray cloaks.
The Grey Cloaks, they would be Bravos,
Okay.
and they would have one that would be better for assault plans, because unfortunately a lot of your guys' killings, which just falls under assault when you attack somebody.
So
Give you a +1 die for.
So you said anything non-turf, correct? Is what we're looking at.
non-turf.
Barracks, thug cohorts get +1 scale. Blue coat Confederates, you get +1 die for the engagement roll for assault plans.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a
Even
good one
fits.
for us. Otherwise, there's blue coat intimidation. You get negative heat, negative 2 heat per score. Fighting pits. You can earn coin equal to the highest result minus your heat. Infirmary, informants, protection racket. Street fence, you get +2 coin in your payoff for scores that involve lower class targets. Terrorized citizens, you get +2 coin in your payoff for scores that involve battle or extortion. Warehouses, you get +1 die to acquire asset rolls.
Another warehouse.
I really think the blue coat Confederates is
Yeah,
gonna be the
I'm
way
kind
to
of
go.
leaning toward that.
Okay,
too.
let's go with that.
Okay.
Love it.
And then you've already spent the faction status stuff, right? On who to improve?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Blue coats and reconciled.
All right. And with that, the next couple of weeks will go by. By that time, you get out of jail. Probably may have spooned them enough to maybe get released a little bit earlier, a couple of days earlier. Go ahead and give me a fortune roll. Do you know about the tower and that they are in jail?
I
would think you would.
Heard the tower mentioned.
Okay.
The fact that we've been waiting for him to come back.
Yeah, you would have known
That
that.
he's in jail,
Okay.
but
What would the tower be doing in jail?
Probably trying to find people who know shit about ghosts and things, because his whole vice is
Okay.
weird
Okay.
and ghosts
Alright.
and shit.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just
we're
trying to think
gonna
what
get
the
along just fine.
likelihood of you guys crossing paths in Iron would be. Go ahead and give me a fortune roll.
Just one?
Yeah, it's your guys' tier, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
4.
Or, yeah, it's pretty likely that you did run into each other. So, whether how much crossover you want to have with your characters, into how much the tower now knows, or vice versa, is entirely up to you. Okay. All right.
I can deal with that later.
Okay. And with that, we will go ahead and go into the free play.
Take a short break.
We can. That we can. All right. With that, we'll do a short break, come back into free play, and then go ahead and continue on with our second score for the evening. So, all right. Hi, and welcome back from our short little break. We are going to go ahead and start the free play after the downtime actions. After wiping the red sashes off the face of Duskfall in a barrage of pink mist, arcing lightning, and ash, as they were all ember death in one fell swoop.
It was a very eventful time. I had a blast.
I hate you so much.
Don't laugh. It only encourages him.
Too late. I'm fully encouraged.
He's highly encourageable.
Don't feed the trolls.
Revenge of the Whitewater.
Oh.
Okay.
So, free
I'm
play.
trading spots with you next time.
No.
I'm going to trade spots, but you can run the game.
No, not yet.
Alright, so are you back?
Okay,
I
so
guess.
free play. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks.
So
Yeah,
okay.
he's back.
Arya's not quite back yet.
We need a
Arya
Still.
is not quite back yet.
Holy
not
shit.
quite.
She really got lost.
Or she's having a really good time.
She's
having a
lost.
Great time.
I got money on. Well, no, her card is still intact. She's not dead. Wait, is her card still intact? Someone check that.
Oh, yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess she's still alive.
Okay.
Alright,
Anyway,
so
so you're after a catalyzer.
a ghost field catalyzer. Yes. We're going to need it from a tower. Preferably one that's not.
So we're gonna have to rob a tower.
I have news of where one might be.
Let's start there.
Okay. Seems almost too easy, but alright.
Well, to be fair,
I wouldn't say that it's necessarily easy,
it was expensive.
but at least we know where it is.
Okay.
I'm thinking we swoop in. Ticket.
Have you built flying machines?
I don't even know where
Don't
we're going.
encourage him!
Where are we even going?
Charter Hall.
Okay. We're in Charter Hall.
I'm involved in this.
Oh, you definitely.
We can power it with ghosts.
Where?
You lost me.
Oh god.
Where in Charter Hall are we going to get this thing?
So, the last time that any of you have been in Charter Hall, you know, when you guys whacked the fucking judge and then stole documents out of his desk,
Oh, that.
there are remnants of old towers around the district of Charter Hall back in the early days of Duskfall.
That makes sense.
The old
The rich got to
Charter
take care of
towers.
themselves. But the poor.
So,
I have it on good authority that there are some still in the old towers.
let's go there.
So let's
I'll
not
drive.
let's not just run in there half cocked.
Who says anything about being half cocked? I got a fucking cannon.
He's gonna go full mast.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with anyone's masts.
Tell you what, we'll wait for you to gather some information.
That's probably a good idea.
You're missing out.
On what?
We'll wait for him to get what
The
we
masts.
I don't want anything to do with masts.
need. Please.
Fair enough.
No. Disgusting. All of it. All of it.
We should probably do some recon.
Yes, let's get elbow deep in this shit.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Me, lady.
We're going. We're going to recon.
Okay, so you guys
Up
gonna
to
go
here.
to? Okay, okay. You guys gonna go to Charter Hall then, and scope the area.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm driving.
okay. Y'all doing it?
Fuck you.
Oh.
We really do like each other.
I swear.
So who is doing what?
All I know is I'm driving.
Okay.
I'm going to see my information broker and
Okay.
away from these disgusting perverts.
I'll miss you.
Oh,
He'll miss you up to his elbow.
He's missing you already.
I ended about up to here with you.
Little lower.
Wow. That
So,
sounds painful.
You're going to Salia.
yes.
All right. Usual pleasantries.
If that's usual, this is a very unusual situation.
You aren't there, you don't know.
If he's to hear,
He's a little lower.
absolutely
A
there.
little lower.
I will.
There's feet hanging.
So you go to Salia.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have been starting on booze a few hours ago.
What can I do for you today? It's been a couple weeks.
It's been a couple of weeks. I spent a little time over in Ironhook.
Oh, well, how was that?
Lightning.
Yeah.
They need a better chef. I'm working on that.
Oh, okay.
That's very
And
good, chef.
you look like you came out relatively unscathed, so that's nice.
Well, the goal is to acquire everything, so Ironhook included.
That's entirely fair. But what can I do for you today?
How well do you know Charter Hall?
That it's the oldest section of the city. It's been around since even before the Cataclysm. What about it?
You know the weird towers? Do you know what those are?
Yeah, they're remnants of the. Go ahead and give me a fortune, or not a fortune. Yeah, it would be a fortune roll. But I assume you're consorting with it, right? Yeah, go ahead and give me a consort.
6.
Well, apparently, not only am I your informant today, I'm your history teacher. Those are the old remnants of the first ghost field defense that was around the first construction of Duskfall back in the day. And the city just grew out from there. What about it?
Oh, someone pointed it out the other day, and I was like, those are very weird towers. Are they? I mean, I'm assuming the city still owns them, or the
I would assume
government?
so. I mean, Charter Hall is mostly all government stuff anyway. Blue Coat headquarters and courts, all that jazz.
I'm aware of the courts. Didn't one burn down?
There was an explosion, I heard.
Weird. Strange doings in this town.
It was, yeah. Still trying to figure out who did that one.
I
It's a very
wish
odd
I knew.
situation.
I'm sure.
I mean,
So, anything else about these towers that you need to know?
are they just? I mean, they're decommissioned. I'm assuming they're just empty, or
As far as I know, they're probably just turned off, so any of the original equipment inside is probably old.
but
but I would imagine it's still functional. Maybe not nowhere near as good as, say, the larger fences.
So if someone wanted to turn them back on, it could theoretically work.
It could. It very well could.
Oh, that makes some things make sense. Oh.
Although there
You didn't hear it from me, but there are some elements that are possibly looking to damage the ghost fence for their own good. Or everyone else is ill, I don't know.
Oh.
They're trying to profit off of it somehow.
Oh.
I don't know, I've heard rumblings that people are trying to figure a way to take down the ghost field, and if Charter Hall has a ghost field of its own, it would make sense to turn it back on and then rule from there.
By the way, I ticked Lord Skurlock's clocks. So he's got one on the extortion on the Lord Governor, 2 on the obtaining arcane secrets, and 2 out of his 12 clock for filling debt to Satara. Just to put that up there. But yeah, that is very good to know.
Yeah, so I don't know if that helps you, but
Oh, it does. I might be moving to Charter Hall.
that's actually something I was considering as well. Might buy a property there. Oh, by the way, I bought a foundry.
You bought
I bought a foundry. I'm branching into other business.
You didn't buy shit.
I-
I know you well enough that you swindled your way into it.
Well, I have a contract that says it belongs to me.
Yeah, I know that one's bullshit now.
Ah,
I know no less to dispute it.
well, it belongs to someone, and I have that contract. So it belongs to me.
Well, possession,
Yep.
9/10, all that jazz.
And the Blue Coast happen to be my friends now, so things work. The law works when it works for me.
Seems to be the only time it works.
Anyhow, if you have any need of metal goods, I guess.
I'll be sure to either send acquaintances that way should the need arise.
Appreciate it. How much do I owe you today, or are you interested in...
I'm feeling generous. That's a freebie.
That's going to come back to bite me later.
It might.
Just trying
You sure you don't want to roll for it?
Nah, today is not that day.
I appreciate it. And, good luck house hunting in Charter Hall.
Likewise. Maybe we'll be neighbors.
Ooh. That's, that could get very interesting. Maybe I'll just have to acquire a place and I can be your landlord.
I don't like to mix business and pleasure.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Oh, this is my pleasure.
Oh. Better than some, so thank you.
All right. And with that, are you all set?
I'm all set.
Okay. All right. Anybody else doing anything? Or is it
No.
just
With that,
strapping up and going?
with that information, I say we just make
Yeah,
baby.
now's the time to
Okay. All right. So
move in.
with so you can roll 1 for sheer dumb luck.
You guys have
I got it.
because I ain't fucking rolling anymore.
Is this operation particularly bold or daring? I guess the question is,
Daring? Maybe that's a good
Daring.
Are we doing an assault or a stealth?
or well, it all depends. Are you trying to get in? Just get in, get out.
I would say get in,
nonetheless?
get out, be quiet.
So it's probably a stealth.
Stealth.
Unless you plan on, attacking and just taking by force anybody that's there.
If it's a decommissioned tower, there's no guarantee there's anybody.
I mean,
there.
other than possibly some guards.
Unless we've done some recon.
They're decommissioned. Whether they're empty is a whole other question.
Right.
The big issue is that it's in Charter Hall, and there's a heavy blue coat presence there. They do like you, but it doesn't mean if you're doing things that are illegal or questionable
Right.
that they won't stop you.
Right.
I sense a bribe coming.
Being two of them might make them more acquiesced to a bribe. Just saying. So it's probably bold and daring to take stuff out of decommissioned towers. I mean,
it is the government.
Yep. Does the plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? They're probably not really keeping a heavy eye on it. So yeah, I'd say yeah.
Okay.
Friends or contacts provide aid or insight.
Yep.
Already did.
Yep. Target is lower tier. Technically, it's the city, which makes them tier 4.
So
No.
District modifiers.
No, ours is Brightstone.
Each district has their own
Oh, that's
modifier
right.
too.
Yep.
In this case, with Charter Hall. Nope, the only modifier there is if you would like a devil's bargain to get an extra die and gather information checks in Charter Hall, you can get 1 heat. So, no. Disadvantages. Is the operation complex or contingent on many factors? No, other than getting in, get out, and trying not to be seen, that's really about it. So,
Yeah.
Target is strong against the approach or have a defense about it. Other than the towers being way up in the, above the line of the buildings. I mean, that's really the only defense. Probably hard to climb, so maybe. I'll say yeah.
All right.
They just... enemies, rivals interfering with the operation. Does one of you have the architect?
Yes.
Okay. For sure then. Take 1 away for that. Target is higher tier. Yep, definitely. And no
Do we have any
district
die
modifiers.
left?
We have 1 die left.
Oh, that's exciting.
And don't you guys have the thing?
That's for assault.
Oh, it's for assault only? Gotcha.
Yep.
Yep,
Okay.
that's engagement roll for assault.
Okay.
Roll it.
Did you not take the one thing to give you an extra die on... Oh, okay.
The team ability?
No. The spider's got an ability for adding extra die.
Connected? No.
It's like the...
Mastermind?
the
No,
thermal-
that's not it. No, I don't think I have one.
Okay, never mind then.
Roll it up.
Oh.
No, function device, connected. Yeah, no.
Okay. What? Yeah, unless there's anything else you guys
It'll
can think
work.
of.
Skill?
I have analyst. It's
Just roll it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
go ahead.
Oof.
3, 2.
2.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and say that...
Any better.
let's see, what would make this desperate?
The architect inspecting the towers.
So, the architect will say comes into play for sure. And you guys stumble across that the architect, what's their name again?
August.
August?
Algus.
Augus.
August.
Okay. It's a weird name.
A lot of these are not common names.
This is very true. So, when you guys arrive on scene, there is August with a small contingent of blue coats, maybe 3 or 4, and they have a group of workers, and they look like to have been dismantling these towers.
Great.
We could wait for them to finish, hit them on the road, and then take it as a snatch and grab.
These towers are actually on the larger side, so it's going to be a...
Timely.
Yeah.
Well then, there are other towers. Right.
Could
Scotty,
distract them while we take care of getting a hold of one.
Okay, so
Do we know how many, like, of these catalyzers there are in a
Not
tower?
for
What's
sure.
our loadout?
Yeah, Dutch's
Get your
loadout.
loadout.
It is a gamble to just pick a tower and go, because these ones are so old they might not even have them in there. But considering that they probably haven't been touched since they've been decommissioned, it stands to bet that they're in there.
Considering that they're there, we can pretty much guarantee that this tower has a functioning ability.
Right.
And they're taking it down for that reason.
Right.
So we know that the piece we need is definitely there. Unfortunately, we've got several blue coats and then a crew to worry about, and apparently August.
Why doesn't August like you? Why are they your rival or enemy?
Because we're in the same trade. I'm in my background is building trade,
Oh, okay.
and we've been rivals on some contracts.
Gotcha. Okay.
Undercut each other a little bit.
Okay.
Question:
Answer.
Find cover identity. Does that also include like actual?
It is not
Disguise?
disguise. It just gives you the appropriate papers or
oh,
identification to
damn
go,
it.
this is me.
Huh.
That
I
is-
happen to have a fine disguise kit at my disposal.
So you could disguise him, and he could use his credentials to get.
Good.
Sneak right in, grab the object, think he's part of the crew, sneak right out.
Yep. That is in the realm of possibility. But you guys start out in desperate.
Yay.
So
Yay.
I'm proposing that we use your fine disguise kit and my fine cover identity to
Infiltrate.
infiltrate.
What is your cover identity?
With a smoke bomb,
Um,
just in case.
the
Once it goes
my
off, though,
cover
we
identity
can hit that area.
is
Probably a floorman.
Jackson Mason. He is a
City inspector.
no. He is a actually he is in the stone business, and he is hence Mason. And he is here as part of the reclamation. So he's responsible. He's he has the contract for the actual taking the stone and everything away. So he's here to.
Gotcha.
Why not be an understudy? I feel like it would be a lot easier. So that way they're gonna like, oh, you just don't know where you're at. Here, go that way.
What's his name?
Jackson Mason.
How about the rest of you? What are you guys all doing?
So I think Jackson needs his assistant, Cassandra.
Okay.
I'm staying by the cart.
Okay. Keep in mind that you guys can still do like team actions and that sort of thing.
Can wreck quietly.
Can wreck quietly.
Wreck quietly.
Jumbo shrimp.
Glitter bombs.
Intelligence.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Shrimp and
so-
glitter.
All right. So
Oh.
okay.
No.
So what are you guys doing?
So I'm going to walk into the project.
Okay.
Did you need any kind of roll for my disguise kit being
Nope.
used on him?
Nope. Because part of the role that he will do is going to determine if maybe August sees through this bullshit.
Alright, sounds good.
That'll definitely be a drawback.
Like full on fake beard and everything.
Seriously,
So-
take a smoke bomb. It's a regular smoke bomb?
No, my mind just goes back to William Dafoe.
Nope.
It's okay.
Nope. I was thinking any
Coffee.
of
Black.
the SNL with Will Ferrell and gosh, what's her name in the hot tub with the couple with the notoriously fake beard that he had on.
Anytime he did the lumberjack scenes.
Or those two. Just that.
Seriously, take this.
So anyway, you walk up in this disguise.
Don't know. Thank you. Alright, who's in charge here? I'm Jackson Mason. I'm in the Masons. We're here to get an idea of what we're doing with taking this tower down, because we're going to take the stone. That's our contract. Once you guys have taken out all of the guts.
I'm gonna stop you right there. And August comes up.
Oh my god.
I don't know who you think you are right now, but you're early.
Well, I'm not early. I'm making sure that we got everything taken care of from our side, so that I get my people in here as timely as possible once you guys are out. I'm just seeing where things are right now. I don't have any crews with me. I'm just here to do my part.
And I've checked his schedule, and he's quite on time, actually.
Thank you, Cassandra. Yeah, I'm assuming you're in charge here, or you're the architect.
Yes, I am.
Excellent, excellent. Jackson Mason?
August.
Excellent. Good to meet you.
I'm going to be.
I'm just sitting over by the carriage twiddling my thumbs with you, so...
Now,
So here's my plan.
Oh god.
if things go to shit, boom.
Good.
But wait, there's more boom.
My plan is to launch the smoke bombs with the cannon.
That's a little too real, by the way. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
A little too real.
You're just gonna kill somebody.
The miasma bombs with
Which
smoke
will
with the cannon.
kill people.
Anywho.
Anyway,
Anyhow.
so,
Thoughts?
No.
Now,
Can I use the pistol?
I'm just making sure that we are on schedule for my team to come in and actually do the deconstruction of the tower itself. How are y'all doing?
all right. If you're gonna be so damn insistent, let me see your paper to make sure that you're supposed to be here.
Fine. Cover identity.
Okay. Go ahead. This sounds like a roll to me to see, like, if they really are buying you hook, line, and sinker here. Because there's definitely some risk involved in
Yeah. And I'm going to stress.
Is it desperate?
this is desperate, and it's probably standard, but with the fine papers, it'll bump it up to great.
And I think I could use consort on this one because it is business rather than sway, which is more trying to convince somebody who's not.
Okay.
So I'm taking an extra die, and yeah, 4. Fuck, 4.
Okay. So we'll say this drops it down to standard. Great. Fine, just stay the hell out of my way so I can do my job.
You're golden. I am just making sure that we are on schedule for my team to come in, because I mean, obviously, you're doing the sensitive work of bringing out all of the equipment or whatever is left inside the tower. We're just here to take down the stone, which we can reuse, because obviously.
It's fine. It's fine. Do you have your team here?
No. We're not. I mean, you guys need time to get whatever you need to get out of there. I mean, all right. How soon are you going to have everything out? I just want to make sure that we get my guys in here first thing as soon as y'all are ready and out.
Let's see. Within 24 hours, we'll have all of the required components out that the city would like.
All right. And is that everything that?
Everything that they care about.
Everything that they care about. So anything else that's left in there,
Can be demoed.
Can be demoed. All right, and we can take the stone, which is what I care about. All right, that is what I needed to know. So tomorrow we can bring my teams in and we can start doing the actual teardown once you've taken care of what you need to take care of. Very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good luck. Have a lovely day.
You're welcome.
And if I may, sir, I'm taking inventory. You have the various components on the various floors. You have the catalyzers on floor... What? I'm afraid my notes are incomplete here.
The catalyzer, I don't know why you guys would need to know that being
Well,
stone
I'm just
agents.
trying to catalog all of the items that we need to have moved out in order to make sure the stonework is appropriately...
Yeah, all the equipment that we've taken out so far is over there. And points to crates and whatnot, and it's all over there. Still got more to take out. It might be over there.
And you have what % of things removed?
We're, if I just slap a number on it, maybe 30% of the components removed.
30%.
Get some delicate
We are
things
going
in
to
there.
be a little behind schedule, I'm afraid. Especially the catalyzers are going to take some time if they haven't been removed yet.
Well, that's on them. If they hold up my people, the city is paying my people regardless. If I am standing here tomorrow with a team because they are not done, that is on the city. My guys will stand here and get paid. I don't care.
Well, those are the largest items, yes? So are they...
I wouldn't say they're the largest out of there.
Okay. Then perhaps my data is...
I don't know. Catalyzers are not my business. The stonework is my business. Do you know do catalyzers affect the stonework? I actually don't know how a catalyzer works.
I don't know. I really don't. I
don't want my boys going in there and the ghost field and the catalyzer having softened the stone, and then they're taking down stone and suddenly, boom, ceiling drops in.
have you removed them all? I want to make sure that we're not going to run into
I don't
that.
know. If you want to go check, the boxes are over there. Whatever. Just stay out of my way.
Very well.
Well, Cassandra, how about you do that, and I'm going to go over and talk to Grayson over at the carriage and make sure that we're all set for our next appointment.
Very well. So I'm going to walk over to the crates and check out to see if I can find any of the catalyzers.
Several of them have been sealed shut, just barely nailed shut.
Okay. Is there anyone guarding them?
There might be like a blue coat just kind of standing there, just standing by.
Guy, girl, what?
Guy.
Okay. I'll go up to him.
Okay.
So, I see the inventory is coming along nicely, yes? And you can assure that no one's taken anything.
I can assure that. I've been here all day.
Well, you seem very strong.
I left.
I can tell.
12-ounce curls.
And do you know...
It's not even a pound.
Those curb stomps really help my core.
Too soon.
And this box over here, do you know what's going on with it?
I honestly have no idea. I'm just making sure nobody takes things. I have no idea what's in them.
Very well. I'll pretend like I'm inventorying,
Okay.
and I will signal you and you that I found them.
Part of the ship.
Part of the crew. All right, so
Let's go investigate.
We
How big are the crates with the catalyzers?
Well, there's a mix of crates around here. There's nothing that specifically says this is a catalyzer.
Things are already partially sealed.
I'm gonna show up. Like, why isn't anything organized in here? Shouldn't it be labeled on the outside? I know it's not your job. Here, I'm gonna help out. I'm gonna take this crowbar, gonna pry it open, see what's inside, catalog it on the outside, so that way everyone knows. Here we go.
Knock yourself out.
Alrighty. Just tinker this bitch. 6.
Like butter.
like butter.
I also left.
Let's see. Based on probably what you know,
Go on.
if you like, were you just going like first crate that was there, and then just
First crate that looks about the right size.
okay? And how'd you open it? Did you say
Crowbar, just pop it open the lid.
okay? It doesn't really require a roll. It's just yeah, and you pop it open. It's probably just like random looking knickknacks, like nothing that screams catalyzer.
Alrighty, this is random knickknack box number 1. Put the lid back on, pop open the next.
I'll stand there and like take notes.
Okay. You probably have a rough estimate of like how big the catalyzer really is. I mean, whereas it's not like huge, it's probably like a good volume type thing. So if you're specifically trying to like find that, just to you can probably pick out boxes that are or crates that
Yeah.
So okay, all right, is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. You get about 2 boxes deep, more in, and
This one's a bunch of wires. Excellent.
weird looking servos, maybe an actuator. Yeah, just-
Wires.
and then you pop that one and Pater.
Alright, this one appears to be catalyzer.
Catalyzer. Very well.
Alright. Hang on, I think there's another thing in the box. Pull it out. Hand this off to someone on the other side of the crate. And what else we got in here?
Who was that? Someone on the other side of the crate.
Oh, actually, I'll probably just hand it to her. Here,
Okay.
hold this for a moment. Just drop the card.
Yeah.
What else we got in here?
Gonna attempt to distract.
Okay.
At least pull the attention away.
Okay. So you walk to the guard. The guard looks very, very bored.
Probably just gonna bore him to death. It's fine.
He won't remember it.
Most likely not.
So while she's distracting the guard, I'm gonna slap it over to the
Okay.
carriage.
All right. Sounds like a roll because he is still trying to do a job,
Okay.
and there are things at work here that could throw a monkey wrench into this. Like I don't know, August becoming interested in why is there 4 more people on my site, that type of thing.
I'm back at the carriage.
Well, just be
Okay.
2 more people.
Or 2 more.
Well,
No.
Well, I mean 3. If you 2 are there, or did you?
well, I was there. He
Those
went
two.
back. These 2 would be new to this.
Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and do your distraction, which will either improve or make the skulking about better or worse. So you're setting up for action.
My, don't you look awful bored standing here, just twiddling your thumbs. You know, I could probably serve some good company.
What'd you get?
6.
You
Come
know,
on, it's just some crates.
you know,
They're not gonna grow legs
you're
and
not
walk
wrong.
off.
You are not wrong. Gosh,
Alright.
I haven't seen you around here before.
No,
5 more boxes.
I don't come around here very often, but I was kind of wandering through, and you look like you could use some good conversation because this looks awful standing around waiting all day.
It does. It's very. I mean, it's important work, I guess, but somebody's got to do it.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes you important now, doesn't it?
You know, I didn't look at it like that. I like that. Are you using your mesmerism too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's on whenever I sway
I'm going to
someone.
the carriage,
Okay,
like
so-
trying to
So I
get your
pretty much
attention
just
to like
swayed
help
him
me
to
because I'm
continue
like
to talk to
struggling
me.
with this.
Laura, I need a roll from you in your sneaking back.
Okay.
However you are doing it.
Okay. Well.
Although, that being said, you can make this extremely easy on yourself.
How's that?
Just run.
Oh no, wrong character.
Wrong character.
Wrong character.
We need a gong whenever that happens.
Yeah, that would be.
Never mind.
So I will prowl. That would be a 4.
Alright, things are probably de-escalated from desperate into risky.
I'm struggling because it's heavy,
Yep.
and I'm trying to get your attention. Like, help me with this.
So we'll say it's limit. Like, in order to not be seen, you have to go extremely slow because of how heavy it is, and so like you're about maybe halfway there, and probably see her struggling. Like,
Alright, I'm going to bring the carriage around. And basically bring the carriage around, putting the carriage between her and the job site.
okay, all right, okay.
Alright. I think that's everything categorized in here. I'm just gonna.
I'll drop it into the cab.
Okay.
We'll have to call it a day for now until.
Okay.
Alright, thank you, sir.
And the blue coat just like completely enamored in be there.
I see he's distracted. Alright. I will see you later.
Okay.
I need an escape route. I can always use the pistol.
I'm gonna head back to the
Okay.
crates with my clipboard or with my list.
How long do you how long do you keep talking with the blue coat?
Does he seem like distracted enough that he's not really focused on anything else around him?
Yeah, I mean, like he's just completely enamored with the conversation they were having. Like,
When I get back to the crates, I'll kind of signal her that we're good.
So, I don't know what time you're done here today, but, I'd rather be interested in talking with you more when you're not working.
I'll be done at the 6th hour.
There's a little place a couple roads over. How about you meet me there right after work?
Oh, sure. What do you have in mind?
Drinks, dinner, see what happens.
I cannot wait to get off.
Thanks to us.
Space phrasing?
Can't wait either.
Phrasing.
We're not doing phrasing.
We're not doing space phrasing. either.
Absolutely.
He's not gonna remember it anyway.
He's not gonna remember shit. He's not gonna remember he needs to go meet her. It's great.
Okay.
I'll see you then.
Okay. I look forward to it.
And I just kind of wander off back off a side street.
Okay.
Well, it looks like we have everything inventoried and in order.
Let me see the what exactly Mesmerism does. If it's just your interaction.
When
or...
you sway someone, you may cause them to forget that it's happened until they next
Okay,
interact
so it's
with you.
just okay. All right. Never mind. Okay.
It's just the sway.
Okay. All right.
So he doesn't really have any perception of what was happening around him because he wasn't paying attention to it. But he has no idea that I've really swayed him to bring that focus in.
That was quick.
Yes, well, I'm very efficient.
I bet. I guess. Bye. He's just standing there like a.
Bye.
Unless there's anything more that you need from me, I'm just.
He doesn't know what to do with himself now.
I think I have
Warning
plans
for no
later.
reason.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
The wise owner.
What is it, boy? You smell something?
Go get it.
Oh, that was bad. I'm sorry.
That was great.
It was awful.
It's better than the disgusted. Really?
Oh.
I guess.
All right. So, I guess with that, with you all going back to the carriage and all that sort of jazz, that's the score. Surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
And as soon as it pulls
Damn
away,
you social engagements that started out like stealths.
click.
Okay. There is no rep.
That's fine.
There's a lot of
There's
things
no-
in
There
this.
is no heat. The payoff is the fact you got the catalyzer.
Yep.
Unless, because you guys didn't take anything else, it was just the catalyzer.
Yeah, that was it.
Too bad Arya's not here. She would have took something.
Yeah. So,
Well, fuck.
engagement roll. Yeah, let's go and just do the engagement roll. Do you have any heat?
Nope.
None.
No wanted.
No wanted.
Roll 2d6.
3 and 4.
3 and 4. That's going to be...
The C4 goes off.
Don't
No, it's-
give them ideas.
It's gang trouble or usual suspects. You guys don't have a gang.
Mm-mm.
Actually, no, well, you guys have cohorts, though. So it's gang or cohort. Who
We
are
have
your
cohorts?
We have the plus
Our
2.
contacts?
We don't have any cohorts.
On the team sheet?
Oh.
We don't have any cohorts.
What about your physiker?
He's not a
he is
cohort.
my contact.
All right.
He's a. We don't have
He was the
cohorts.
tower's contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, but you guys made him a cohort for the team. No,
No, we
you
made
guys
him
didn't.
an extra team contact.
Gotcha. All right.
We don't have cohorts.
Okay. Yeah, then unusual suspects doesn't make any sense because, I mean, nobody knows you took
Oh, we
anything.
have.
Yep.
What about that guy?
That's a contact.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about. No, cohorts would be like a gang or an expert. We don't have either.
Oh, yeah.
So.
We don't have any cohort.
So,
We should make August our
No.
yeah, and then usual suspects doesn't make any sense because the Blue Coats grabbed someone in periphery of your crew and you guys didn't
Nobody
have
even
any
knows we
heat
took
or,
anything.
So it doesn't
Yeah.
make any
We're
sense.
we're
There
plus
wasn't
2
any
with
explosions.
glucose right now.
It clearly couldn't have been us.
So, yeah.
Clearly,
So
it
nothing
couldn't have been
happens. So let's go and do
you.
that EXP.
All right.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Execute a successful accident, disappearance, murder, or ransom. Does it count if something disappeared, not a person?
No.
Damn.
We're not gonna be getting
Nobody
much for this.
died. and
No,
you're not
nobody
extorting
died. We didn't make
money.
anyone just vanish. Contend with challenges above your current station.
Definitely.
Yes, there was.
Okay. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one.
It was ambitious, even though it was theft.
Yeah.
It was ambitious.
Very ambitious. We stole from the city right under their
Okay.
nose.
Express
In front of glucose.
Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
Essential nature. We needed things, and we stole them.
Okay. All right, folks.
How many XP do you need still?
2 more,
Oh,
and we fill out our track again.
all right.
So,
Personally XP then.
somebody start, please.
Alright then. That's your technical skill or mayhem.
By the way, you still have Skurlock's Doings as a long-term project.
I still have what?
Skurlock's Doings as a long-term project.
Okay. Like, is that something I need to spend downtime actions on?
If you want to check into it.
Yeah. Okay. That's right.
Technical skill? I mean,
Yeah.
so your expressed beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Drives.
Yeah. And then struggling with issues of vice or trauma, so no. So just the 2.
Okay.
Address the challenge with calculation or conspiracy. Yes.
Yep.
And I believe using my information broker gives me that at least twice.
Okay.
Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Building trade.
Background, absolutely.
Yeah. Actually scored on that one. And no, nothing for my vices.
Okay. Sasha, or
That.
I don't think I gained anything except for maybe.
keep in mind the free play counts too. So if you did anything in free play.
I don't think I did much.
You went to Skurlock.
Well, I went to Skurlock, but I don't think that gives me.
Well, go ahead and run through your list. And we'll...
So, addressing a challenge with knowledge or arcane power.
Knowledge.
Yep.
You went to Skurlock for it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll take one for that then. Express beliefs, drives, heritage, background. I mean, getting this
It's really pushing
catalyzer
your-
is something toward what she's trying to get.
So
Sorry.
yes.
And then no on vice or traumas.
Kidok.
Address a challenge with deception or influence. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Express beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Background. Get
Um,
on it, okay.
well, see, my background's actually underworld. So no, struggle with issues, vice, or trauma. No, I wouldn't call it a struggle.
You didn't struggle with it, but you were taking him.
I very well
but
could have
not a
probably
struggle.
taken him for his money.
You could have.
I could have. Okay, that's good.
All right. And then downtimes.
Yep.
Build the device.
All right. So,
You gonna help me? Gonna help build the device.
Of course I am.
Should I just give you a roll?
So do I give him a dice for my 2 tinker?
Well, the thing is, now that you're going to be making it, it's just going to be or you have all the stuff for it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's what this thing is going to do, and what type of quality does it need to be to meet the minimum. So, obviously, this is going to weaken the ghost field.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah, basically triangulated area, or
Well, it'll
however
be
many-
like a circular radius type thing.
amount of radius.
Well, you only have the one.
Well, because there'll be a central point.
Yeah, you don't have.
Right, but they could be linked without having to have the issue. Is as simple as just running like a wire to each.
We only have the one still.
You don't have to convince me. You have to convince him.
Okay.
That's true.
The one has the ghost field catalyzer, which is the important piece. It's the mother tower, and the other 2 towers simply resonate the same sequence, and in that triangulated area, giving it its strongest effect, which would be the weakening of the ghost field.
Okay. So, how about we say that this is going to be a multi-stage thing. For every additional tower beyond the main one, it's going to require a separate crafting roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. The minimum quality level, I will say that. How big of an area do you want each node to affect?
How big is the harbor?
Large?
Do you
Very
want
large.
each one to do several
now?
blocks away,
I mean,
or like down the road?
they're going to be within relatively closer distance.
So a stone's throw.
Maybe a little bit greater.
So
than
down the
this.
road.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
And
splitting
how
hairs now.
it does. Well, I mean that's just the range. Unless if you want each tower to have a long range that it affects,
Well, it'll
Or-
go from one to the next.
or if you want the scale, like, do you want like a small building size scale for each tower to affect, or like a large building,
and be closer to
or
larger.
do you want a city block?
Well, I'm hoping with the 3 it would affect closer to a city block.
3 would be several rooms. So, you want it to affect the city block?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Here, let me try and give you an idea.
What is the goal of this? So it weakens the ghost field and does what?
Let's ghost in.
Basically, think the lost area
I-
in a triangulated spot. Anywhere in the city.
Ugh.
It's gonna be really gross.
I like this.
All right.
Did you just
So-
reference one of the worst ending TV shows of all time?
how long do you want the duration to last? Do you want it to just be like
As long as they're on.
as long as it's on?
Oof, that's gonna be a lot harder.
Yeah, because the duration is
Short
going
bursts
to
is gonna be way
affect. So
easier
you want it
to
to be on
obtain.
for a few minutes, maybe
Like
an hour.
half hour. At a time?
A few minutes or an hour. That's the
Oh,
like
well,
that's
then
the
an hour.
okay.
How
Do
much
you want
harder?
this to have a strong force to it? To rip a Okay.
Yeah, it'll have a strong force.
Okay, it's going to be a quality 10 item.
What does that mean?
That equates to, based on, because you guys are currently tier 1.
Yep.
You guys have a workshop, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So anything that you make is going to automatically be, as long as you get a 4 or better, your tier +1. If you roll a 6, it'd be +2. For anything beyond that, you need to drop coin on.
So our tier's 2 or 1 right now, right?
Yeah.
So
And with the workshop, it adds another one.
So that's
And
2.
then do you have the thing that gives you better
Yes.
result? No, this is arcane stuff, not
I
necessarily
have.
Sparkcraft. Or if you took that too,
Sparkcraft features +1.
this is
There is
arcane
no-
features. It's on the Whisper page.
Let me see, because I don't have that written down. But I took the Tinkerer version. Where are you? Crew, Tempest Whisper. Is that a power or is that?
It is strange methods. When you invent or craft a creation with arcane features, get +1 result.
Oh, I don't have that. No,
Strange method is
that's
the,
a different power. I don't have that.
Okay, that would give +1 equality as well
Okay,
in regards to this item. So,
I'm 2 away, but
Yep.
yeah.
so you would get at least a tier 1, even if you roll bad. So this means you'd have to drop like 9 coin on it for the main one.
So what does our Tinker rolls give us?
Tinker roll, if you roll double 6s,
Uh huh.
it's your tier +2 in quality. So it just makes the amount of coin you have to drop less.
Okay.
Does it go up with additional quality per 6?
If you somehow roll 3 6s,
I'm rolling 5 dice.
yeah, it would go up.
And I'm rolling 3 dice. Do I how's this gonna work for both of us to roll?
Well,
Or do I add
It could
to it?
essentially be a team action where like you give the setup and you maybe give him additional dice.
Okay.
How many additional?
Um,
Per tinker level?
at least 1 for sure. If you, because it's just
If I
a level.
train first, I can increase my tinker by 1 more.
Or how many?
Well, are we
levels
doing
do you have?
I have 2.
You have 2. Yeah, then 3's the max you could have.
Are we doing a clock for this?
Nope, this is just a straight up craft now. There's no clock to make it. You have the stuff that you need.
Okay.
What do we have for coin?
I believe we've got 4 on our team sheet. There's 4 sitting there, and then I've got a hefty stash started.
I got a little.
I have none.
I
Right.
have zip. Alright.
So minimally, if you roll bad, you'll have to drop 9 coin.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start with the training and then just get that additional tinker.
Okay.
So I have at least +1. And then you said it's +1 die for every tinker level for the helper.
Probably just +1 overall.
Yeah.
Just with the +1.
It's generally how it works
So
when you
I-
run team functions.
Okay. So
No.
I don't get to roll. I would just add 1 dice to hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then, do you going to add any more of your contacts in to help you? Yeah.
I've got the apothecary.
I don't think the apothecary would actually.
Uh-huh.
No.
Anyone else got a contact?
Not beneficial.
No.
Good for me.
Unless a prostitute's gonna make you work better.
How many dice you rolling?
7.
Nice.
That's kind of gross.
It is.
I'm
It's great.
Love it.
Yahtzee.
1 6.
Sorry.
Okay, so
6 5.
So the minimum quality of this without adding any coin is 3. You need to add 7 coin to bump it up to a quality 10.
Gross.
But think about what it does.
I know, that's gross. Is this something we can work on incrementally, or is this like an all or nothing
It's an
thing?
all or nothing thing. 'Cause,
Has
like,
to be
it's,
done now.
or it can be
You
something that you guys
try
try
to
on.
craft it again. I failed the first time because I didn't roll.
So yeah, can you do
Yeah,
a
I
second
mean, if you want to
I
try.
only had the 1/6.
a second downtime roll for it?
Yeah.
Mhm. The thing is, like, then you have one that's a quality 3 and it just won't work to the what you need
Go
it to
ahead
do.
and try.
Like, it probably would barely function.
No, I mean, can he do a second downtime roll to see if he can do better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got the action to do it. It's
Do
not additive onto each other. It's just like you make it, and it's not
Right.
you know.
Okay.
That one's much better. I get 2 6s.
2 6s. All right, so it is a minimum quality 3.
So 6 coin now.
6 coin now.
Okay. There's 4 on the team sheet, and I'm willing to toss coin in.
I've got coin.
So you want to do?
I've got 8 stash currently sitting here.
Go for it. I've
So-
got 2 coin.
All right. I'm going to pull the 4 coin off of here,
Okay.
and then I will throw in.
And how much did Skurlock give us?
2.
He gave you 2.
Okay.
He's your patron. What he
That
does-
was 2 on the sheet, right?
Yeah. And then I will throw in. We needed 6 total.
Yeah.
I'll throw in the other as 4 of my stash. So there's your 6 coin.
Okay. All right. So there is a couple drawbacks to this item, though. One, it's conspicuous. It's big.
Yep.
So whenever it is used for that score, 1 additional heat is accrued.
Okay.
Make a note of that somewhere.
So just like distortion field generator or whatever you want to call these things.
Plus 1 heat.
Yep. And it's also volatile. So when this thing fails,
Volatile meaning if it fails, that's bad. And
it produces a dangerous or troublesome side effect for the user.
We should probably move on with the rest of
Yep.
downtimes.
but that's roll dependent, correct?
Yeah.
Dangerous what?
Volatile.
It's volatile. The side effect it can be resisted like any other thing, though.
Is that all of your downtime?
Yes, it was.
Okay. All right. Who's next?
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got one.
I'm going to de-stress
We can put it next to the church.
at the fighting dens. 3.
Okay. You have 2 other downtimes, if I recall.
I'm going to train in prowess. We get 2 in that one, correct?
Yes.
And then does anybody else need extra downtime?
I mean, I will use one if you don't. Did I have to use one in order to add to his? Okay.
It's
But
relying
still,
on-
I
He
could
basically
use
uses you as a contact.
An extra one since new character and low on everything. If you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. And then Kerwin, is that it? That's it. Okay. All right.
Okay, so first one I'm gonna do is stress reduction. 2 helps, I suppose. Second, I'm gonna train in insight. Well, no, I'm gonna train in prowess. And then the last one, I would like to start building something that uses like a weapon to utilize ghosts
Okay.
to power.
Okay.
Ghost powered battery.
You mean beyond the electroplasm that's already used?
Yeah, like
Super battery.
like a ghost blade that would
Kill ghosts.
No, it uses ghosts.
like
to
using
do
ghosts
the damage,
to
which is
yeah,
worse.
like increase damage or increase effect.
So it's something that will give a weapon potency versus ghosts, or normal people.
Can we do both?
Yeah.
Or would it-
Yeah. Let's do it.
like
But that's
so maybe like it does regular damage against other ghosts and does increased
Plus
damage
quality.
or increased quality or increased effect
okay.
for against.
Well,
People.
that's actually just taking a normal weapon and then then upgrading it with a tinker roll.
Okay.
And again, it would just follow similar rules, like crafting an item. So it's actually easier since you already have an item. You're just improving the item. So for something that's just a basic like sword that you're improving, it sounds just maybe a quality 2 improvement. So it'd just be a tinker roll, and you might have to throw a coin on top if you don't roll well enough.
You can use me.
Or you can wait for him.
Wait. Or I can assist.
This is true, and just you will give her an extra die then.
Yeah, and then there's the workshop, so there's another die.
But no, that just increases the quality, the base
Right,
quality.
right.
So is that something I can like? I would have to roll to find a ghost and then use them for it, and then it would
Like
up.
the sword.
Because the thing is, like, if I just wanted to increase like straight up quality of an item, that would be cheaper and easier.
Well, like I said, how you actually do it is that's the narration aspect of this. The mechanics behind it is you just do a tinker roll to increase the quality, and how you do it is entirely up to you. If you want to power the weapon with ghost energy to make it more potent.
So I would do the roll and give the power to the weapon once, and it would just have it.
Yep.
So what about making a weapon that had a charge and like I would have to roll to find a ghost and use that
That's
ghost
fine.
in an encounter and have it increase
Plus 1 quality.
the
weapon,
value
and then it can
2?
sword
I don't know.
a charge.
What would make sense?
Yeah, I mean, either way, it can just be the same roll. It's just how the background, the back half of the information.
Well,
gets-
the effect is like different, right?
Mhm.
Because one is a permanent effect on a weapon once. The other is like an effect I have to use each time I use it. But would it maybe affect twice? Like,
Okay, so basically just give it like ammo, effectively.
Yeah.
yeah, but like I'd have to attract a ghost and then use them, and then it would like increase the.
I sense a lot of attuning happening on scores now.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Okay.
then I would have to tune, and then it would up the quality to like 2 more by 2
Okay, yeah.
during that time.
Yeah.
Like for I don't know how long it would last, but the
And to
encounter or
contact or sheathed.
Yeah.
Or at a store, yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so tinker roll then.
Yep.
And you're gonna help.
Yeah, of course.
So I'll stress for the extra dice. And the workshop just does the quality.
It just increases the quality, the base
Okay,
quality.
so I'm doing this to a.
Do you have a fine weapon in your normal?
It can just be
I
a
don't
normal. That what
think
I said was just
so.
for a normal weapon.
Yeah. Well, but
So-
do you have a fine weapon you need to load out?
I don't think whispers have fine.
Do you just have access to a melee weapon in your
We
normal
already
items?
have
Everybody
fine weapons.
Yeah.
does. Because we've got the weapons upgrade.
Yep.
Yeah. So well, it's just that increases the quality of your weapons by one.
Okay,
So-
so I'll use an existing
Yeah.
blade,
Yep.
like a knife. That would be a 5.
A 5? All right. So the base quality that you make is your tier +1. So you need to drop 1 coin on it to make the minimum of what you want it to do.
We are out of coin, aren't we?
The team is. Do you need a coin?
I do, because I have no coin.
Take a coin.
Okay.
I am happy to help out.
Okay.
So
So,
All right. So however you want to write it down, you now have a dagger or knife that you can. I don't know. Maybe you've got a hose attached to it that hooks up to a spirit bottle with a ghost in it that you can expend and have potency versus ghosts, and
so it does like +2 effect.
yeah, it'll increase
Basically.
the effect. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like my last deck. And fucking little tuning for making the bottle.
Which will probably end up destroying the ghost.
Well, yeah, I would consume it,
Yeah.
I would think.
So, all right.
Okay, thank you.
I trained in insight
Okay.
and my playbook.
Awesome. All right. Anything else? All right.
That's it.
Cool. Well, with that, we will go ahead and wrap this up. Just want to thank you for joining us into our little adventure tonight. If you enjoyed what you saw, give us a like and a subscribe. If you'd like to support us further, we do have a Patreon link down below. If you join up on our Patreon, there are certain benefits like getting access to our Discord, where role playing, just behind the scenes chatter can happen. And also you can get added to our post credits. In the future we plan on doing some AMAs. But if you are not one of those folks that want to commit to a Patreon subscription, we do have a coffee link down below as well. So if you want to just throw us a little bit and say, hey, you guys are awesome, great. We would love that. But either way, we do have some goals in the future that we'd love to do. We plan on adding additional videos and streams in the future for more content for you, like going into trading card games, whether it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic and that sort of stuff, and doing like deck breakdowns. But that is a little bit down the road. So again, we thank you for watching and supporting us, and until next time, thank you.
Bye.